Rockstars live coverage of San Diego Comic Con 2026. We are going to be here all week bringing you the latest news from Comic Con. Let's do some introductions. I'm Alex Berg. With me on the table are Zach Huddleston. Say hi, Zach.
Hello. This is my third or fourth San Diego Comic Con here at New Rockstars live streaming, and I promise it'll be the best.
Absolutely, and one of the reasons it's going to be the best because we're also joined by Abby Freel.
Hello, this is my second Comic Con, but my first good Comic Con.
That's right.
So, take that, 2K25.
You're calling it right now when we have no idea how good this Comic Con is going to be.
And we've got Brian Kim in the live streaming equivalent of a Gundam suit, making everything go. Say hi, Brian.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Oh.
Tie on and everything. Now, we are going to get into all the headlines, trailers, and updates from San Diego momentarily. But first, let's do just a tiny bit of housekeeping. We're streaming right now, obviously. We'll also be streaming Friday afternoon starting at 1 p.m. Pacific. Saturday, we'll be doing a live stream starting at 4 p.m. Pacific and going through Marvel's Hall H panel. And during all the live streams, we'll be reading Super Chats, doing stupid bits, and of course, going over all the news. Speaking of Super Chats, Brian, what do we got? Okay, Kenzie Cougar 22, $1.99 Super Chat saying, happy 2 years to Gina was right. That's right.
Okay, so
technically
a quick
Gian
lore
was right.
recap for anybody who's not knee-deep in New Rockstars lore. Also, I'm sorry, Berg, did you already mention Erik, Voss, and Jessica Clemons are in San Diego
yes, that's
right
correct.
now. They're at San Diego Comic Con. We are broadcasting live from New Rockstars HQ. We didn't get to go. We could only afford one bunk bed in Hall H. That Erik and Jessica are
It's a
splitting.
Charlie Bucket's head to foot kind of sleeping
That's right.
arrangement.
But so we are going to be relaying a lot of the experiences they are having, watching these panels, and on the floor at San Diego Comic Con for you. So the lore on Gina was right. 2 years ago, Marvel panel, San Diego Comic Con 2024. I was there. Gina, Ippolito, Brandon, Berg. We weren't there actually. Jessica and Erik were there. We were here. And before the panel, we were all making guesses about what we might see. Gina guessed that Robert Downey Jr. was going to be there. Now, she did not guess that he was going to be revealed to be Dr. Doom. I just want to let that be known.
But it was at a point when Downey hadn't been part of the MCU in like 5 years. It was still a bit of a swing.
It was a big reveal. And so ever since then, that birthed the Gina was right meme. So now if you didn't know, now you know. Okay, but we got some more super chats.
Another super chat coming in here. Let's see what we got. Mafeep9, $2 super chat. Thank you, Mafeep, saying over under 20% meme returns.
I mean, it's over.
I think it's over.
He's starting it like the guy in my Odyssey screening who was trying to get applause breaks going at every other scene.
No way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's,
And you saw it last night, and he was trying to do applause breaks?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, some people just really want to set the vibe.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think Matthew P, we can try to get it going. And you know what I really want? Let's develop some new memes for San Diego Comic Con 2026. You know what I mean?
We will stumble into our meat wife this weekend, I'm certain.
That's
That's a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think meat wife was Super
We
Bowl.
want to stumble into
and that's more lore. You'll have to stick around to get the explanation for what meat wife means. Okay.
Another super chat. Sean Bergen 6653, $5 super chat saying, for one shirt on Nerd Riot, all of New Rockstars can come to my wedding next year.
Wow.
Now, Sean, I'm going to warn you. We are people who will devour past apps like locusts. We will go through buckets of open bar drinks like fools.
Yes.
So careful we wish you the very best in your marriage, but we don't want to ruin your wedding by attending.
I know. Yeah, I don't know how chill your in-laws are or whatever, but I will say, like, if you need a party starter on the dance floor, I'm your guy. I'll get out there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm a pretty good wedding guest. Also, I should say we are on screen right now where you're watching. We currently have a top super chat feature there and top super chatter. I'm also, you know what? I'm just writing the name of the top super chat on a little whiteboard that maybe I'll reveal at different times. You could make me erase this and write somebody else's name. All you have to do is give 1 cent more than Robert Rodriguez music.
Woo.
I assume this is no relation to the directors of Desperado.
I think it is Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Robert Rodriguez.
Okay. Well, hey, I love your work. Spy Kids 3D.
Machete.
Yeah. But this is his music account. Okay? His lesser known art form. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, another super chat. Let's see who we got here.
Well, we also have these. This is like a new thing YouTube's doing. I think they like
Intrepid
copy.
Vixen.
I don't know what a gift is.
Yeah, one YouTube gift.
It's-
Hey, Intrepid Vixen, I'm watching the chat. Will you tell
100.
me what that is?
No, I think it's like TikTok, how you could send like ice creams and galaxies.
Do
I
we
think
have a
YouTube-
100 like on our head,
I'd-
like TikTok?
Well, it's just up on screen.
It's on screen. Yeah. It's like what Jessica loves to say in agreement. 100.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sent a star.
Call me Pion sent a star. Thank you so much. But here's an actual super chat.
Okay, Robert Rodriguez music. $10. Happy SDCC Day, everyone. What's your boldest prediction / hottest take for the rest of the con?
Okay, this is an excellent question, Robert. Let's go ahead and throw it out there. And let's lean into that boldest take. With something unexpected, we can go ahead and jump to the Marvel panel on Saturday.
Yeah.
What's your boldest take for what you think could happen at that panel?
At Marvel specifically?
Yes.
I think that that Feige's been out there doing a lot of like MCU realignment the past couple days. He's talking big game about Blade. He's quashing Adam Driver rumors. He's saying there's not going to be a reboot after Secret Wars. I think the formal MCU is going to expand to include everything from the Insomniac games, everything from Spider-Verse. I think rather than seeing a contraction of the MCU, Feige will umbrella it out even further and bring everyone into the fold. That's my bold take. I didn't have that before I started talking, but now I've got it.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand it, but it is bold. Okay,
Yeah.
Abby, do you have a bold take?
I don't know. I don't know if I have a bold take. Maybe like something that doesn't get us excited. I don't know. Like
Your bold take is something
like
that
what if
nothing
something
happens.
happens and we're like, ooh.
Kevin
like,
Feige comes out wearing a
that
hat
was
with
like
a
that
little
was
red dot
bold.
on
Maybe
it.
I'm taking it the wrong way. Like it was bold of them to assume.
To lay a turd.
Kevin
no.
Feige's like, our internal HR process is being streamlined.
Yeah.
The paperwork is going to be
Or
significantly
like
less.
just something with Secret Wars. Like I just have been so confused by this entire Doomsday marketing campaign. Like even with the trailer dropping this week, like the week of Comic Con, I'm just like, what is the panel gonna include? Is
Yes.
it gonna be like too far ahead with like Secret Wars or X-Men stuff? Because if he comes out and is like, here's the next Magneto, it's like, well, we have so many Magnetos
Yeah.
running around, including the one in December.
A bag of Magnetos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay, I have 3 bold takes. Enough for everybody. And I want to use this as a moment. Abby just invoked Avengers Doomsday and the trailer that came out Monday. Throw in your best theories. I know there's still a lot of people theorizing about that trailer. What's up with Steve at the end? Is that Loki pretending to be Steve? Is it Hydra Cap? There's a lot of things people have been speculating. We've seen theories running rampant on X and on Reddit and in our comments. So throw out your best Doomsday trailer theories. But here are my 3 bold takes. We get another Deadpool movie before we get an X-Men movie.
I believe
I
that.
think 2028, we get a Deadpool movie. I think we get this is not that bold. We get some X-Men casting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think specifically we get a Storm and Cyclops casting.
Oh, that's a bold take.
And then third, I think the long rumored Marvel sequels, Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, Black Panther 3, I think Black Panther 3 gets announced. And maybe that's 28 or 29. Those are my 3 bold takes.
Those are bold. Yeah, I think, to the Deadpool of it all, the first Deadpool movie was really lean and mean. Obviously Deadpool and Wolverine was like kind of massive. But the first Deadpool movie was like a pretty straightforward, we shot this all in a back alley in Toronto or Vancouver or whatever. Like I could see that turning around pretty quick.
And here's my reasoning behind the Deadpool thing. The last movie came out, all-time highest grossing R-rated movie, $1.4 billion, however much insane money it made. I think Marvel is still in the play the hits zone, right? Last year's 3 releases were a little riskier, all kind of underperformed financially.
Was last year Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four,
and Brave New
Captain
World?
America.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be a minute before they go back to launching new things or giving a character a spin-off movie or anything like that. I think they're going to stick to the tried and true things. Now, you can make an argument X-Men is a tried and true thing, but that's still a new launch, much like Fantastic Four was.
I don't think you can make the argument right now that X-Men is tried and true because I don't think Hugh Jackman's coming back.
That's right.
I
It'll
think,
be a new cast.
Yeah.
I don't think I think the Fox X-Men, like Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix left such a bad taste in people's mouth. Hang on, Brian's waving the super chat flag like he has to go to the bathroom. So let's move on to the next super chat. Brian, what you got for us?
Is that Unique 407 more likely to show up in Doomsday? Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, or Man Thing? I'm reading the wrong.
Oh, yeah. Zach's going, Zach's going rogue.
I'm jumping around.
We'll get to it.
Gniath? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I like it. Over under 20%. We get Vision Quest update today.
We did.
It's over 20% because we got an update that we're going to get to in a minute.
We'll get to that
so
momentarily.
it's 100% that we got a Vision Quest update. Not super juicy, but we did get some news. And then, are we going on to the one that I already half read?
No, I think there's like 6 in the queue.
Okay, we're backed up. Okay, well, I'll follow the rules. What's our next super chat there, Brian?
Sarah Hatchadorian, can we make a bingo board for the Saturday stream, please?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
We did that in 2024. We
Yeah.
made a bingo board. Maybe we'll do that. Or we're going to do something for Saturday's stream, for sure. Yes, good idea, Sarah.
And what we do might shock you. Brian, next super chat. Intrepid Vixen sent a gift. I don't know what this means. Sent a star. Call me Pan. If you guys are doing this to confuse Unc, congrats.
No,
it's
there's
working.
a 6-7.
6-7.
All right.
Is it this?
Good.
Is it this?
7 and star. Wow. I don't know what these do.
It's just like it's another way to gift like monetization, but
Right.
instead it's
I
just
wish
like
it
a
was
thing.
like the TikTok lives though, where like we could put sunglasses on Zach.
But here's another super chat.
I'm glad we're learning all this on the Thursday stream, so by the time we hit the Saturday
we'll
stream,
be
we're
close.
going to know it.
All right.
Okay.
So Brass and Brawl saying, did y'all see Iron Man snapping in the Doom painting in the bottom right? Interesting. He's in the picture. I did not notice that. That's a great detail pull. Thank you, Brass and Brawl.
What Doom painting?
Is it the
There's
There's
tapestry?
that like him, the big like tapestry looking thing that he's like kneeling in front of that Marvel put out.
We did a video on it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, we are
of the
doing a video
poster.
on it.
Yes. Okay.
I can't remember. Did we see him
I missed him, but
snapping?
I didn't miss him. I missed him snapping, but I do like that. Clearly, Marvel has to do some kind of legwork to explain why Doom under the mask looks like Tony under the mask. I don't have a ton invested on what that answer is, but I do think it is something that needs to be addressed.
Yes.
Maybe my bold take is that I'm believing the stuff from the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige that's almost hinting that Doom has nothing to do with Tony Stark.
I mean, that would be batshit crazy.
But that's
if
what
there's-
they've implied.
Yeah, and is it now? Here's the question: do we think they're gonna play this like we're playing who Sadie Sink is portraying in Brand New Day? In that they're not gonna tell us until the movie comes out. You're gonna pay and go see that movie to know if she's Jean Grey or somebody else. Do you think we're gonna have to wait that long, or do you think the next Doomsday trailer, like this Doomsday trailer, was light on plot? It was more just a vibes and like a familiar faces kind of trailer. We're definitely going to get multiple rounds of Doomsday trailers between now and its release. And like one of those is going to have more plot details, right?
I think it'll have more plot details, but I think the actual connective tissue of what the Doom Iron Man link is won't happen till the movie.
Okay.
I think that would be a huge thing to give away in a trailer. And maybe if like they see that interest is flagging or something, great. But like if they're keeping just the identity of Sadie Sink's character that close to their vest, I don't think they're going to spell out like, and it turns out that Doom was Tony's twin from inside the womb, or whatever it is. A Cassandra Nova Doom take, as it were.
Doom in the womb?
We got another super chat coming in here. 710 Hex, look at the trailer. When Gambit jumps down, you will see Mystique kicking at the air like someone is invisible or was cut from the trailer. Thoughts?
I think there was so much not in any of those shots.
Wait, so Abby, you worked at a trailer house?
Yes.
So walk us through
can-
your vision of this trailer, like what you think
I
was
think
was
that
cut
there
out.
is half of the. I mean, we already saw it in the teasers from December that they were cutting stuff out. I think it's giving that one No Way Home trailer where it's the awkward spacing of it
Yeah.
all, like especially even the one of them all in Avengers Tower is
Yes.
like the spacing is so ugly. Like the blocking of all the characters, there has to be more people.
I 100% agree, but I would change one thing. I don't think that anybody was cut out. I think it's somebody wasn't comped in. I don't think most of these actors are in the same room in a lot
Yeah,
of these
that's
scenes.
so
Yeah, fair.
bad.
And they're
Yeah.
patching them in Photoshop style. And so there's potential that it's just, Mystique wasn't framed in there
Yeah.
from whatever blue screen she was doing her fight scene in,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Okay, next super chat, Brian. Piglet Chop 8127, likeliness of a Blade update. I think we already got it. I think we got Kevin Feige earlier this week saying, I feel like a loser for not being able to get it off the ground. I think that's the end of the Blade conversation.
Though that's a good pivot point because Kevin Feige's been doing a lot of press this week. He's obviously out there promoting Spider-Man Brand New Day and prepping for this Marvel Hall H panel. So he's been doing a lot of press and he's been talking about a lot of stuff. We're going to mention some of it in this stream today. He's bringing up Adam Driver refusing to take a Marvel role. He's bringing up Blade. He's talking about a post-Secret Wars MCU, all these kind of big topics. Do you think, and some of this he's being asked questions specifically about this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think he's maybe setting up some of the topics he's going to talk about in Hall H?
I think so.
Well, I think more so than setting up the topics he's going to talk about in Hall H, I think he's trying to squash the conversations that will distract from those topics.
Yeah,
Like so. Like just a parallel example, Sony released this new Wolverine gameplay trailer today, which looks rad. We'll get to it momentarily. The comments immediately are all about the disc thing, you know? And so Blade has been one of these things, like an albatross around the neck of Marvel Studios for years now, where Feige can't do anything without someone asking about Blade. I think that in the lead up to Hall H, we're going to see a lot of like, hey, Adam Driver is not Magneto. We're not worrying about a Blade movie right now. So that they can focus on whatever this 15-year plan is, whatever these, 5 Spider-Man movies they claim to have figured out are. He's trying to pare down the potential conversational topics by getting ahead of the stuff.
And that's a good point of like, they want us to focus on the stuff they do announce instead of us focusing on the things they don't announce.
Or the things they did.
Or they did.
I think Marvel's learned a lot.
So
in the past
I would say
year.
it's a very low likelihood to Piglet Chop's question. We get any kind of Blade update. I bet the word Blade is not uttered on stage by anybody.
I think we got all the update we're gonna get. Super chat. Let's see. 6-7. Happy poop.
Oh God.
Gold coin.
This is terrible.
Sparkles. Wow, this is
Let me turn these on.
Young Money.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
AGN 22. Doomsday should start with Doom destroying the Council of Kang, but the one that lives is from Ant-Man, and we will see Majors come back in the future. I don't think we will.
I think it'd be cool to do that without bringing him back.
I don't think you could without paying
I
it.
think we will never see Jonathan Majors in another Marvel project. Sadly, the name Kang might be uttered. Maybe we get a spaceship and Kang went back to his home planet, kind of a thing. But I don't think we will see his face in another Marvel project.
No. Okay, next super chat, Brian. Marvel Pirate, what are the challenges going to be today? I don't see a case of Biro or any wasabi paste on the desk. We're
brainstorming.
We're brainstorming. We learned a lesson last time, which is that I can't burp, and so shotgunning a Biro is difficult. Doesn't mean it won't happen. And also, Saturday will be the day for the challenges. So So if you have an idea for a challenge, super chat it to us. Our suggestion box is open. Our stomachs are abused, and we will dance for dollars.
And we do have a couple cool things planned already.
Yes.
We're not going to do them in today's stream, most likely. We do have purchased a Odyssey Special Edition case of Biro. Okay? The sand is in the can. All right? This is a case of Biro that has traveled to Hades and back. All right? And we will be consuming it as part of a challenge. Also, there's some other things that we're keeping secret for right now that are going to be very fun. So there you go.
Yeah, but we have plans. Okay, another super chat. Unique 4007.
This is the one I half read earlier.
More likely to show up in Doomsday: Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, or Man Thing. Also, pray for my granddad. He broke his hip trying to do the wet ass pussy dance.
Is that
real?
That's got to be what WAP means, right?
gotta be real?
Broke his hip.
No, you know the dance.
Also, I mean,
How about for $1 million, Berg does the dance?
I don't know what the dance is.
I don't know the dance. Isn't it a lot of like twerking and like
Yeah.
kind of seductive
Yeah.
booty shake?
You know the dance.
I'll tell you this much: I can shake my booty. It won't be seductive. It'll feel threatening. You'll be like, "Oh
Threatening?
God, what, does this guy have a lactose allergy?
I
What's
do.
going on
I
here?"
do like the
impressive.
granddad waited like 3 years to
Yeah,
attempt
good for him. He's been
Yeah,
working on it behind
practicing.
closed
It was
doors.
2020.
Was that 2020?
Yeah.
Wow, it's been that long.
Yeah.
Most likely to appear in Doomsday. I would say of those three, Ghost Rider, only that they can do it fully CGI, so they don't need to cast him. I think Moon Knight, it would be too weird if it's not Oscar Isaac and what that means about that character. And then I just don't think the general audience is not going to recognize Man Thing.
I love Man. I thought Werewolf by Night was so fun.
Yes.
I wish Marvel would do more stuff like either just like little one-off things like that don't necessarily need to have like all these tendrils of connection. But I loved Man Thing. I thought it was so well done in that. But yeah, I don't think they're going to show up. Okay, next super chat from Brian. GSU Eagle 117, $5 super chat. Bold prediction: instead of a Sue and Namor relationship, we get Reed and Namor. Oh ho ho ho!
That is bold. That is bold.
Or maybe Reed and Victor Von Doom.
Or maybe Reed and Sue.
Wait.
Also, maybe somebody put some leaven on one of these Latverian witches we know are confirmed for the movie.
Confirmed
We got
witches.
costuming from San Diego. Brian, do we have that image we can pull up?
Yes.
I know this is a wild pivot, but one of the big Marvel things that has come out of San Diego Comic Con already is this image. They have a display of Doomsday
how he's-
costuming, including like Thor's costume, Sue Storm's costume, and then a Latverian witch, which we know it is literally a witch because the sign says Latverian witch.
I do want to call out this Shine Wanka from the ill-fated. I think that's from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory AI thing.
The,
that
Scot-
blew up in
the Scotland Wonka experience, yes. So a lot of people have been noting this. It's interesting in that this Latverian witch is also covered in metal, like Doom. Got the green. They're the same kind of rune that we saw on Doom's gauntlet in the trailer is on this character. But there was another photo shared later, and we were debating if it was just a lighting difference, where the character's costuming was now
Becomes
more
brown.
than green. I don't know if we have that image anywhere, but
I think it's going to be like an every day, it's a different color.
kind of like the Emerald City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
horse
yeah,
with a
the
different
horse
color.
thing.
Yeah.
Maybe one day it'll be
brand new
red,
clothes.
and then it's Wanda.
Yes, so we got
Ooh.
this. Do you think that's lighting, or do you think that's a legit
No,
different?
that's different.
Actually, it is a different costume. There's some other elements that are different too,
Yeah.
right? The hand is different, and so maybe that could also be maybe there's different statuses. This is like
Yeah.
a High Mother, and that is a.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like when stormtroopers have slightly different helmets. You're like, oh, that one can fly a plane.
I guess it's the exact same. No, the clasp in the middle of the belt is different too.
Yeah.
And there's fewer chains. I bet this is a lower level priestess.
Yeah.
She has fewer chains. Whereas this is an entry level. You know, she's just
Yeah.
fresh out of witch college. The other one is senior exec witch.
It's giving the witches from the
Dune?
Clone Wars.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too. I was
Yeah.
thinking of Bene Gesserit. There's a little bit of that
Probably
energy.
more.
We got another super chat, Brian, from Braden Fasquill. I hope I said that right, Braden. How does old man Steve Rogers make sense with Endgame? Does he live through Doomsday and then get another shield? Great question. We don't know if the Steve we see in Doomsday is the same Steve. That could be
Yeah.
one of the variants from another universe.
Or it could even be the case that it's Steve leaves the end of Endgame, goes to bring the stones back, has this whole life with Peggy, pops out for Doomsday, pops back into his life with Peggy, and then is then Old Man Steve, who's suspiciously coy about not wanting to share any details about his adventures with Sam right at the end there.
Because it would spoil Avengers Doomsday for Sam.
Yeah, I think if you turn the
Fancy
volume up on Endgame, you can hear him saying, I don't want to spoil Doomsday.
Go opening night.
Also, are you counting that this beat Robert Rodriguez's super chat?
Oh, by 1 cent. No, wait. I gotta say, Braden, bless your heart. We love our neighbors to the north. Those are Canadian dollars, Abby.
Fake
and I
money.
believe the exchange rate is less than a 1-to-1. Canadian dollars worth less than $1. So I think Robert Rodriguez music still has them on exchange rate. But I appreciate the effort, Braden. And again, one day your currency will catch up. Do we got another super chat, Brian? From
Gina,
Spidey Sensei
I don't
72.
speak Spanish, but I think it's Gina was right.
Gina, tenía razón.
Gina had the right reason.
Yes. Okay. I like that.
Uncle alert. Probably
there's
for
a-
Abby.
Definitely.
I'm an uncle. You're an uncle,
an
right?
uncle, yeah.
We're literal uncles up
I'm
here.
not an uncle.
Got a loot box from X.Matt. Thank you very much. Oh, our good friend Sarah Hatchadorian. Okay.
$20.
Whoa. Okay,
Whoa,
now we have
put
a new
Sarah
chant.
on the whiteboard.
I'll start erasing and writing here. Sarah Hatchadorian saying, now that we got Zach, Abby, and Berg all together again, we need our episode of Abby educating the unks on the greatest DComs before Zach has to go.
Disney Channel
I
original
think they
movies.
think you're leaving, Zach.
I am. I have to go back to my home planet at some point, but and I'm leaving this mortal coil. As you may not know, I'm 79 years young. And
Oh, you look great.
what's real quick, Abby? What's the greatest Disney Channel original movie of all time?
I would say High School Musical.
The first?
Yeah. If
Okay.
you're doing decon. That's not my favorite, though. I
What's
did just watch Descendants 5 this weekend.
Whoa! And what'd you think?
It was... I had a lot of thoughts. But... So that's my take.
Okay, all right. I've had to watch all the Zombies movies and the first 2 Descendants movies and 3 High School Musical movies. I don't know if there's more beyond that. In my duties as a father.
There's a spin-off, and then there's a Disney Plus, like, reboot.
Right. There's like
So-
the High School, the musical, the series.
Yeah, which is, like, kind of a reboot, kind of not a reboot.
Yeah.
This will not be the last complete detour in the stream. Rest assured, folks. We got another super chat though.
Goat trophy.
Oh, okay. That's not a super
I wonder
chat.
who that was for.
That's our good
True.
friend Hermes says Wormies.
Hermes is Wormies. Aquaticus?
Okay, Comic Fan 8713. Is the X-Men cast going to be announced soon? Okay, let's talk about it right now.
I think this is a good candidate for Hall H big reveal.
Yes. Now, it's been the leaks have been out there. The leaks and rumors have been floating. This actor's being eyed for this role. This actor's turned down this role. All this kind of stuff. You know that we've already cited Adam Driver's name was coming up first for Magneto. Then we heard it's not going to be Magneto. It might be Mr. Sinister. Then we heard it's not going to be him at all. And then Kevin Feige was asked about this, and he said that they have given multiple roles or offered multiple roles to Adam Driver, and he keeps turning them down. Maybe he's like, I've already done the Star Wars. I need to take a break before I do the Marvel. Can I, real quick, what do you think is a role Adam Driver has turned down?
Ooh, I bet you they asked him to be Mysterio when Far From Home came out. I bet they were like, you could be Mysterio, and he said no thanks, and they went to Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean, I think he would have been a pretty good Galactus.
Yeah, I could see that.
Is that
Yeah.
a waste
Or
of
would he
him?
have
Maybe
been a Reed?
Maybe he's a
Richards?
Reed. Yeah, he's already stretchy. He's literally 11 feet tall. So it's
Yeah,
like,
he just
yeah.
look. I think he just the lankiness made me
Yes.
think he could be.
Yes, interesting. Okay, we got another super chat here. But sorry, all that is to say, I think my prediction, we're going to get some X-Men casting Saturday.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, at this point in time, we're not even sure which X-Men are involved in the reboot.
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
So I think that the casting news would be a 1-2 punch of like, hey, not only is Timothy Chalamet going to play Wolverine now, perfect casting,
Perfect.
fight me on it. But now we know there's going to be a new Wolverine, right?
Yes.
Like each cast announcement kind of gets them double hype.
What if they come out? This is the boldest take of all. What if Kevin Feige says we're going to announce some X-Men casting? He says, first up, playing our Jean Grey and it's not Sadie Sink.
I mean, people
I
are
feel
already
like that
keyed
would
up
be.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got another super chat here. Young Money 2003. Will Doomsday mention anything about Monica being in the X-Men universe after the Marvels? Yes.
I think it's going to have to.
She has
right?
still not been announced as in the cast of Doomsday.
Yeah, true.
Now, there's potential she's not in Doomsday and is just in Secret Wars. That would be strange.
Yeah.
That'd be
It
crazy.
would be weird to see X-Men people and they never mentioned that,
Yeah.
they bumped into Photon. But yes, it feels like that's a reveal that is yet to
What if
be made.
they're just like, oh, they died because like the incursion already happened.
Oh, we just see a gravestone
Yeah.
with Rambo's name on it.
Yeah,
crazy.
both her and her mom.
Yeah, tough. Although the one in the other universe wasn't her mom. She was
Well,
like, who are
like,
you?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
The other one.
We got another super chat coming in. Hannah Basso, good friend Hannah Basso. What do you think about the Doomsday Clock at San Diego Comic Con counting down to Sunday? Trailers, images, what? That's good. I don't know about
Is it
this
counting
Doomsday
down?
Clock counting down to Sunday.
Yeah, I haven't seen
We
it.
should be more informed.
I do want to call out while we're talking about countdown clocks. At the end of the Coyote vs. Acme trailer, they have a big Acme A with a countdown clock to the release, and I thought that was a pretty nice little Marvel, just a tiny little Marvel spoof at the end of Coyote v. Acme. I was excited to see that.
We're looking up what this countdown clock could mean, or what it is. Our reporters on the ground, Erik Voss and Jessica Clemons, have not mentioned seeing any kind of countdown clock to Sunday. We got another super chat from Kareem the Serious. I think I hope I pronounced that right. Avengers Doomsday is going to start off Deadpool and Wolverine destroying the Spider-Man of Tobey Maguire universe. Professor X was watching his universe being destroyed from the X Mansion in trailer.
I don't think we're seeing Toby or Garfield. I don't think we're seeing those alt Spideys in this movie.
In Doomsday at all?
No, I don't
maybe
think so.
maybe
I
Secret
disagree.
Wars?
I
You
disagree.
disagree?
You think we are going
I'm
to
a
see
Tobey
one?
Maguire truther. Wasn't he like spotted in London like during this?
He could have just been getting a kebab.
Yeah.
Maybe he was going to Wembley to
Yeah.
watch like
Yeah.
an AEW match or something. I don't know. Also, I do want to call out Kareem here. I believe the denomination of your super chat, which we appreciate, is that Turkey maybe? TRY?
It's 47.
Yeah, Turkish lira.
Turkish
yeah.
liras. Okay, thank you. All from super chatting all the way in from Turkey. Erik did a live stream on Monday, and we had people from 23 countries sending in super chats from all
Dang.
over the world.
Dang.
Australia and the EU and Canada and Mexico and Brazil and Chile and Poland and all kinds of places. It was very cool to see so many people from so many different places. Speaking of so many people, we got another super chat coming in. F. Paterson 38 or F. Patterson, cargo shorts and octopus facts, the Berg story.
Now, some people would find this description of my personality reductive. I find it deeply accurate, and I thank you for seeing me as I am.
Berg, are you currently wearing cargo shorts for the folks at home?
Let's see here.
Oh gosh.
Okay, there's the cargo shorts, folks.
That's right.
And just in case you were curious, I am currently reading a book that mentions octopus, although it's not strictly about octopus, it's about evolutionary epistemology. But I digress, octopuses are mentioned. Plus whale facts. Thank you, Sarah.
Nice.
So yeah, this is me. You're all stuck with it.
We got another super chat coming in. Lewis Cox saying, okay, who could be the Latvian witch with Doom? It could be reborn Wanda, maybe, but who knows? I would like Wanda to come back, though. There's like 4 different thoughts in that sentence. I like your construction there, Lewis Cox. Some people are pointing out that in the green, maybe higher status Latvian witch image, she's kind of doing like making like this kind of motion with her hand. That is what Wanda often does with her hand. Now, it's a mannequin. We have no idea who is styling this mannequin.
Sure.
If they wanted to get the hand motion exactly like it is portrayed in the movie, we don't know. A lot of people have been speculating, would they put Elizabeth Olsen under a metal mask?
No, I think I actually, having rewatched Multiverse of Madness recently, like Wanda is, I would say, not canonically dead at this point. I think her showing up is actually pretty likely given how magic-y Doom is. There's a big, Scarlet Witch Doom plotline in the comics. if she's under a mask, they're going to pull that mask off pretty quickly. You know, like you don't pay for Elizabeth Olsen and then stick her in a metal mask.
But if there's a bunch of witches, kind of in the same way Downey comes out
Yes,
2024,
absolutely.
takes his mask off with all the Doom cultists. If we see 10 witches and one pops her mask off and it looks like Lizzie Olsen, that's pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
like even Scarlett Johansson.
Whoa!
That's a bold. That's not
That's
gonna
very bold.
happen.
Especially as somebody who's inching her way over to the DCU.
Yeah, that's true. She's been busy.
We got another super chat coming in
We
here.
do, but also just to mention, just because of like conversion, Lewis Cox is actually our current top super chatter.
Oh,
Lewis
that's
Cox!
right. Yes, and
Stealing the throne.
He's coming in with some British pounds there, which, unlike Canadian dollars, are actually I think are British pounds higher than $1. I know an EU is
I
worth
think so.
more than $1, and I
think
believe
so.
also pounds.
I
are.
think 20 British pounds is like the equivalent like $28 right now.
Yes. Okay.
According
So
to this math here, 26.78.
Okay, Lewis Cox, thank you so much for your support. Speaking of support, this may be a good time to mention NerdRiot.shop. I am currently wearing our Nelson Murdoch and Page Attorneys at Law shirt. A little detail you may be able to make out on the camera. This blind justice woman both has bruises and wounds and has the kind of fighty sticks that
Billy
Daredevil
clubs?
has.
Yeah.
It's been one of our most popular designs this year. And then our most popular design over the last year and a half or so, Abby's currently modeling here the new Mask Same Task design. You can get both of these. And we've got, this is a new one I'm really excited about, our guy in the chair design, which if anything speaks to the soul of new Rockstars. You know, we are all in our own way, kind of guys in the chair. And then we've got some cool new X-Men theme designs that are both timed well for X-Men 97 and for potential X-Men casting and Avengers Doomsday. This one's called Old Friends because it's, you know, Magnus and Charles hanging out there. You can find all of these designs over at nerdriot.shop. It's one of the best ways you can support our channel by grabbing yourself a t-shirt, a hoodie, a hat. Over there, we've got some really cool stuff dropping all weekend for San Diego Comic Con. I'm going to write Lewis Cox's name on my little whiteboard.
Big shoes to fill. Brian, who's up after Lewis Cox? Kenzie Kugler, Buck99 saying, Wanda? No, my name is Berg, but thank you so much for trying. I respect the swing and a miss.
Yes.
Okay, next up after Kenzie Kugler, Spacer. So I love Morph. Who would you want to see play him?
And not to be this asshole, Spacer, play them, I believe. I believe Morph goes by
yes.
they, them pronouns because they're just a blob of goo that can become anybody at any point. Who could play them?
I did see someone in the chat earlier suggesting Jack Quaid as Morph.
Okay.
I think that's interesting. I think Elliot Page's Morph would be fantastic.
That's a fun
I thought
one.
Elliot Page nailed it in the Odyssey.
You know who's top of mind for me right now, in addition to Elliot Page? Austin Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
Star of the new Resident Evil movie, for which we got a trailer this
new
morning.
trailer
a new
looked
trailer
great.
with more footage from the teaser trailer we got a few months ago.
Yep.
We might end up playing that trailer later or talking about that Resident Evil trailer, but that's coming out this year. We're
Yeah.
very hyped. That's from Zach Kreger, of course, the director of Barbarian and Weapons. There's a lot of good picks. And you could even go further afield from... I mean, I also wonder if in the portrayal of Morph, how much of their time they would spend looking...
Yeah, would it be like a
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence type thing with Mystique, you know?
Yeah, where they're like, we don't want to do all the makeup.
Yeah.
We don't want to give him his weird smooth
Yeah.
face. So most of the time he'll just look like whatever this actor looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got another super chat here. Charlie 2 Legit, $5 super chat saying, I haven't heard anything about the Marvel's crew at all yet, I think. Monica has to be there in the X-Mansion, right? And no word on Iman Vellani or Brie Larson either.
Yes.
I don't believe we've heard any updates about any of them.
Correct. Those three names were not in the Avengers. Unlike Chris Evans, they have not then subsequently been announced. It is very strange, as you would think they are three of the most likely candidates to be in this movie. Now, again, if we're thinking about this in an Infinity War Endgame kind of context, we might lose a lot of people by the end of Doomsday and then need some reinforcements heading into Secret Wars. Maybe they are being planned for that movie.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are in this movie, just haven't been announced yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel, I mean, especially Captain Marvel. Like, I could see where you could make the case that both Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau were introductions from Disney Plus TV series, but Captain Marvel was $1 billion movie. You know, like, it does feel weird to not have her involved. But who knows? You know, it's still just the fact that there was a name that was not on a chair does not mean that person can't still be in the cast as a reveal. Maybe these things could be revealed this weekend. It's still very much up in the air.
Also, I want to call out, thank you, Charlie, Too Legit. You can see by the Infinity Gauntlet next to their name, their username, they are a channel member. We appreciate everybody in the chat that is a New Rockstars channel member. Thank you. Okay, we got another super chat. Estevan Gonzalez, I believe, 9212. Photon has to be in Doomsday based on Marvels. Beast, Kurt, Scott, Johnny, Alexi, and Bob are not in Wakanda and X-Men scenes. 3 teams of heroes. Okay, you got a couple ideas there. Nobody has to be in Doomsday, Estevan Gonzalez. Technically.
Maybe no one is.
I don't think they have to be.
Yeah, maybe Doom. Doom would be the only one.
It would be weird if Doom wasn't in it. And then, but to your 3 teams of heroes, agreed. And maybe all those teams share the space at some point, but go off on separate missions, much like in Endgame and Infinity War, where you kind of break the groups up in fun combinations. Absolutely. I think we're going to see some different combinations of folks. Yes.
Okay, next super chat. A star. Thank you, Joseph Peters.
Bloop.
A mic drop. Thank you, Laura Wodu.
Blop.
Thank you. Another mic drop. Thank you, Laura Wodu. Uncle Alert.
Uncle Alert. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. I'm going to do
bunch of Uncle Alerts coming in.
This is straight up a TikTok live stream now.
Yeah. I'll do loot box. I'll make motions for all this bullshit. Goat trophy. Yep, there we go. The more you know.
Right.
Are we encouraging this behavior?
Maybe.
Abby was over it after like the second one. Okay.
Thought forward, down, forward. $2 donation. Thoughts on Aaron Moten playing Kang? I don't think we're gonna get Kang back, but I do like him a lot in Fallout. I think he's great in that show.
I think that's interesting casting. Now, Aaron Moten kind of looks a lot like Jonathan Majors. I think if they recast Kang, which I don't think is going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years, I think they'll go for an actor that looks nothing like Jonathan Majors. I think it's a little icky if they kind of cast a look-alike.
Yeah, that would be. Ugh.
So, maybe they get Javier Bardem to play Kang or something like that.
Yeah.
You know
Maybe
what I
it's
mean?
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans will do
Maybe
it. Robert
that's-
Downey Jr. will do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, next super chat.
True.
Okay, Marvel Pirate, our good friend Marvel Pirate, coming through today's challenge recommendations. At 1,000 in super chats, Berg and Zach have to kiss. I'd do that for a lot less than 1,000. 1,500, then Brian comes out of the booth for a 3-way kiss.
I feel like you guys need to have higher standards than that.
Yes.
Now hang on.
I'm not
Zach said
against
he'd
it.
do it
I
for a
just-
lot less. My price is higher.
That's right. Also, as much fun as we have on stream, we are technically coworkers, okay?
Oh, that
yeah,
is-
this
There is an
is-
HR department.
HR is somewhere in the back.
As much as the normal course of work can involve us like eating a tube of wasabi or singing a silly song, kissing might be a bridge too far. Marvel Pirate.
Patty would come in here and stop
That's right.
the nonsense of a 3-way kiss for sure.
That's right. Consent is important in all things. Just because I consent like hell doesn't mean anybody else needs to. Okay. On to the next super chat. Let's see how much trouble this one gets us in. Uncle Alert, wee-oo, wee-oo. Uncle Alert, wee-oo, wee-oo. Loot box.
I don't even know if I want to keep doing
Goat trophy.
Oh my god.
Star, the more you know. My drop.
Dunk.
the energy. I love it. All right, here's another super chat.
All right, so Jack Quaid is Morph. Thank you, Spacer. But who plays Jubilee?
Okay, so this is a good question. And the fascinating thing about the X-Men casting is technically nobody's been confirmed. And there's rumors they might go young. right? They might want all actors in their 20s, so that kind of redo the first class move so that they can start out and have another 15 years with these same actors or whatever. Now, I got to admit, I'm not that familiar with Asian or Asian American actresses in their early 20s that I could name multiple of them.
She's a little young. You could do the girl from Severance.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that'd be going very young. She's like
yeah.
18 or something like that, right? Yeah.
I was gonna say Lana Condor just because
She would be great.
I don't know if you guys saw Ballerina Overdrive.
Well, she was literally Jubilee.
Was she?
In Apocalypse.
Really?
I thought you were joking.
No,
I
wasn't joking.
No, she was literally. She was literally Jubilee.
Okay, and I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
There
Wow.
you
You
She's also-
should be a casting director, but 10 years.
Yeah, but like 10 years
10
behind
years.
the times, I should be the one sitting around going like, I think this Timothy Chalamet kid's got a real
Yeah.
future ahead of him.
Wait, that's so
She's
funny.
top of mind today because she's also
She's
in
in the
Coyote vs. Acme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have a. I mean, if people want to throw out ideas for Jubilee, I do agree that like maybe centering a Jubilee character who's obviously appeared in multiple iterations, but has never been like a central character in an X-Men movie. I think that's a fun angle. Where obviously we get a lot of good Jubilee in X-Men
I think
'97.
she's been great on X-Men 97.
Yes, and like that was kind of when that show first came out. She was kind of like the audience surrogate character in that show. I think it could be good. Again, I don't have a casting top of mind, but I would love to see it. Next super chat. Okay, Jared LT78. Remember when Harry Styles played Star Fox? Who could forget? For the post credits of Eternals, is there any character you'd like to see show up again in the MCU? I assume you're kind of meaning somebody that has just shown up in a post credit, like what's his name playing Hercules?
Yeah.
Brett Goldstein in Thor: Love and Thunder. We of course had Charlize Theron's
Clea.
Clea in Multiverse of Madness.
For me, it's Clea because like Clea and Strange in the comics, I think Clea was dating Ben Franklin at one point. Like their history is so. I love the cosmic and really
Ben
weird
Franklin
side.
or Ben Grimm?
I think Ben Franklin.
The founding father?
Yeah.
Wow.
Franklin
Because
Richards.
she's like 1,000 years old or
No,
whatever.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Chat, correct me on this because if I'm wrong,
I was thinking
it's a hilarious
I was
connection to be
thinking
wrong
Franklin
in.
Richards.
Yeah, oh, that too. But I mean, Ben Franklin, known to get down. My man, my man hooked up, okay?
Oh my
I like that. I also think just from you take away the lore and the storytelling from just going to the movies point of view. No offense to Harry Styles and Brett Goldstein, who are recognizable faces, but like they're at a different level than Charlize Theron, who's like big time movie star. They're like, even if you don't get, when she shows up with weird eye makeup and like doing spells, you may not get like who she's playing, but you'd be like, holy shit, they got Charlize Theron, you know?
Yeah, I'm still upset about Harry Styles.
That he showed up in the first place.
No, I'm upset that it's been 5 years. And
Yeah.
the Brett Goldstein one is also tragic.
There was a run there of them teasing characters.
Yep.
It was just like, who's hot right now? Like, we'll put him in a post-credit
I will
scene.
tell you though, for the most egregious run of post-credit scenes, go back and rewatch Guardians 2. Guardians 2 has like a post-credit scene where they're like, oh, we're gonna get like, you know, the Ravagers like spin-off movie. Like there's like
Miley
6...
Cyrus as a robot.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that her?
Yeah.
I don't know any of this stuff. That Miley Cyrus kid, we should cast her in a show where she's a secret musician and nobody knows because she's in high school.
I say they don't cast Miley Cyrus, but they do cast Hannah Montana.
Wow.
Because she's not SAG, so you could get her a lot cheaper. Okay, we got our next super chat. Sith Lord 757, who's also a channel member. Thank you very much. Will Doomsday answer what we've all been wondering this whole time? What was Howard the Duck been doing? What has Howard Duck been doing the whole time? I think, Howard the Duck is an excellent background cameo. You put him in a cage in the Collectors.
Or on a Beasts t-shirt in X-Men 97.
Yes. I don't think they will center him in any way, and I don't think we will find out what he's been doing the whole time. But I do think he's one of the best Easter egg characters you can have. Sometimes literally, because ducks come out of eggs.
We got someone in the chat asking, any guesses at where the shirts are from? They're from Nerd Riot, friend. Go to nerdriot.shop. You can get these exact shirts and many more.
Yeah. Oh, I got another one to show off. We're talking X-Men casting. who could play Aurora Storm? This is we have a whole series called the Omega Level series where we show different X-Men characters who are technically Omega Level mutants, kind of going off Super Saiyan style. We got one for Magneto and one for Iceman and one for Storm.
I mean, I would love Halle Berry to come back. I don't know how likely that is, but in X-Men 97, most recent episode, Storm is like headmistress, and I kind of love her in that like elder sage sort of role, and I think Halle Berry could pull that off. Okay, we've got another super chat coming in here. F. Patterson, 38. It'd be cool if Sam loses the shield in Doomsday Secret Wars and Steve retrieves it, and that's how Steve gets to give it to Sam at the end of Endgame. A little bit of a grandfather paradox there for the relativity nerds.
Yeah, little Tenet.
We got this idea from the future, but it came from the past.
We've been friends this whole time. Yeah, I think something like that could be kind of fun to tie back in. It'll be very interesting to see, like, right, they're re-releasing Avengers Endgame, right, with a couple new minutes. It's going to be an Infinity Vision ahead of the release of Doomsday, and they definitely want these two movies to feel like kind of direct sequels.
Yes.
To Infinity War and Endgame. Same directors, same cast, basically.
Yeah.
Right, you could almost watch these and skip all the movies in between. And so it will be interesting, like, how much does it feel like a 4-movie story within the larger MCU?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope it does. Having rewatched Infinity War and Endgame recently, you know, I have a newfound appreciation for what those movies should not have worked, and they are some of the best in the MCU. Like, truly, the only thing that I think comes close to Infinity War and Endgame is, like, Civil War, you know? Like, they're that tier for me. I would love it if Doomsday and Secret Wars could, like, be up to that standard. Yes. Whether or not that means they have to feel like direct sequels to those two, I think is a separate question.
We should take a break here. Or not take a break. I mean, we're not, guys, we don't break.
We're not going anywhere.
We don't get ready, we stay ready. But we should talk about, again, our colleagues, Erik, Voss, and Jessica Clemons are in San Diego at San Diego Comic Con. They've been attending panels, they're reporting back, all kinds of stuff. Let's kind of do a quick recap of some of the stuff they've seen since they've been there. Erik took a picture in front of the Latvian witch costumes, or seeing that kind of stuff in person. They attended the panel featuring Michael and Mick Giacchino that was all about scores, where they talked about the Brand New Day score. They unveiled some musical motifs created for Vision Quest. They did not show any footage from Vision Quest or give any plot details, but they did confirm that the show is coming out on October 14th, which was a date that had been floating, but like this is kind of extra confirmation there, that it's going to be 8 episodes total. They did not say whether those will be binge drops or weekly or some combination of the two. So we don't know anything other than that. They're being very tight-lipped about this show, which is fun. But they got to listen to some music. I guess Mick Giacchino, Michael's son, did most of the music for Vision Quest, which is interesting. They also, Jessica Clemons, maybe Berg, you can talk a little bit more about this, attended a panel for the Wolverine video game.
Honestly, we haven't watched any trailer. Brian, can we pull up the new trailer that they showed for the Wolverine game? It's in the script as SDCC Wolverine Insomniac trailer. Because there are some... In the last Wolverine trailer with the photo, we got glimpses of Sabretooth and Lady Deathstrike. We get a couple more good character stuff in this one here. Partial nudity, that's great.
Hey-yo.
Now, full disclosure, I'm a sucker for the Insomniac Spider-Man games, so I'm here for this day one. All right, let's hit play.
Logan, it's me. Wait.
Is this the partial nudity you were mentioning? Or?
Yeah. He's not wearing sunglasses.
Oh!
We got Leech.
So cute.
I tried to keep them safe for so long.
Mystique, Sabretooth.
Yeah. Big ass Sentinel.
Sentinels.
We're going to build a future for mutants. That is why you belong here.
Yeah, we're off in Tokyo. Yeah, that's the X-Men 97 Death Strike.
Most people I see clearly.
Patch. I think this is Omega
Red, yeah. The tentacles. That's the hand, maybe, or some other kind of red ninja group.
Looks good.
Now, yeah, it looks
Rest in peace, can you?
it looks absolutely awesome. Something that the internet, sometimes the internet gets mad and it's just like kind of heartwarming. The internet is mad that Wolverine isn't hairier in this game.
Well, I was going to point out, they gave him hairy shoulders.
Yes, they gave him,
Which, now they maybe look like he has hair all over his body that he keeps trimmed. It's like kind of short hair. But to have visible hair on your shoulders, you've got to be a pretty hairy person.
you got to be fairly hirsute.
Yes, and now I speak as a hairless person who, can't even grow it on my face. So, what do I know? But, he's pretty hairy.
I'll say this, I'm not the hairiest guy. I don't have shoulder hair.
No.
I could grow a big burly beard, but I couldn't. You'll never see me with braided shoulders. It won't happen.
And I got to say, it's he's much more comic accurate than we've seen in film. Obviously, not only the hairy shoulders, but he's a true short king in this game, right? They made him stocky. I do like the developers talked about how, when you move around as Wolverine in the game, you could feel how heavy his metal skeleton is, or his adamantium skeleton, because Wolverine canonically weighs 500 pounds or whatever.
I think one of the things that made Insomniac's Spider-Man games work so well, and this is a thing that lots of games overlook, was the traversal felt unique to Spider-Man and was satisfying to do as Spider-Man. Which I bring up in the context of Wolverine because he's not slinging webs or anything like that. But I think the Insomniac team has a really good sense of how to embody their characters so that playing them really feels distinct. And you see this even going back to this wasn't Insomniac, but when WB Games was putting out all the Arkham games and there'd be hey, now you're playing as Catwoman, now you're playing as Nightwing. Those characters all felt distinctly different, both in combat and heft. And I think that knowing that Insomniac's paying so much attention to that, knowing how much they've talked about, they want the combat to be claw forward, and how bloody the gameplay has been. I'm very, very stoked.
Throw in the chat how stoked you are for this Wolverine game, whether you played the Spider-Man Insomniac games or not. We've got some super chat coming in here. Diane Tinker Hurst.
Thank you for your donation, Diane.
Thank you, Diane.
$1.99, we'll take it. Thank you so much.
It's going to be a handful of gifts. So.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the gifts.
100. 100. Star.
Boom, boom.
Oh, thank you for your donation.
Mark Ebony. Mark Ebony.
Mark Ebony.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
Mark Ebony.
A gamer and movie lover is also channel member saying, Berg is my hero, and new cast being introduced at SDCC.
Now, hang on. Before we criticize this person for having bad taste in heroes, they did write Berg. And I think that Berg is a hero to us all.
Do you think he means you're going to be introduced in the new cast at San Diego Comic Con?
Well,
who would you play?
Who would I play? Yeah,
are you the Jubilee casting?
I am Jubilee. Yeah. Honestly, when I first moved out, I've told this story on camera before, but when I first moved out to LA, a neighbor of mine was working on the Fantastic Four movie. And he's also the guy who designed Beast and Abe Sapien for Hellboy. Tim Gore, phenomenal artist, really nice guy. But I got to go to his studio and try on the Ben Grimm Thing claws that Michael Chiklis complained about so much. And that really and I loved Thing growing up, so I would want to be Thing. But Ebon Moss-Backrack, I guess, is okay, and I suppose has more credits than I do. So I'll be the bigger person and let him keep it. But it's mine by right.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next super chat is the crazy Alan. With how Marvel has done their sagas, how long would the mutant saga last, and who will be the big bad at the end of it? I think the answer to your first question, as long as it's still profitable,
Yeah.
is how long
Yeah.
it will last.
I think it'll get a decade at least.
I'm sure they would hope for that because you can't. You got to take a couple years in between these movies, and if you want to get 3 or 4 out, I would say a decade. I don't know that they don't have to build to a big bad.
Well, I think that this is kind of one of the things Marvel needs to figure out post Kang and now with Doomsday and Secret Wars is, are they going to follow the Thanos playbook and have like 20 movies building up to one climax, which is high risk, very high reward, but also potentially, you wind up in like a Quantumania situation? Or are they going to be like, hey, you know what? This trilogy of movies, which might not all be about the exact same set of characters, build up to kind of a crescendo and a climax. And then if that works, we'll build off of it.
Yes, I also think, within the sub-franchise of X-Men, maybe we only see movie by movie villain. Maybe they have Mr. Sinister in the first movie and whatever in the second movie. But remember, this will be an X-Men that is in the MCU. Now, it might be a rebooted MCU. I think more likely it's the MCU we know now, where they might bump into Shuri or Scott Lang or whoever else is still around after Secret Wars. And in that case, the big bad will be, I don't know, Doom or whatever big Marvel big bad, right? When there are the crossover events like an Avengers movie, right? Yeah. Okay, we got another super chat coming through. Our good friend from the UK, Lewis Cox.
Hanging on to the throne.
Question, could there be anything for X-Men 97 Season 2? Because the episodes we have got have been good and fun. Honestly, love this channel.
Oh, thank you, Lewis.
Thank you so much for
We
the
love
love. So what we are currently speculating is that at the Marvel panel on Saturday, we are not going to get TV stuff. Traditionally, Feige just likes to talk about movies. He's going to use that as an opportunity to talk about their film slate. And maybe they're going to save big Disney Plus announcements for D23 that is coming in just about a little over 2 weeks in the middle of August. That's usually when they unveil more Disney Plus stuff. So other than there was a music panel where they mentioned Vision Quest. There'll probably be like a toy panel. There'll be this panel or that where like these shows get brought up. We're not going to get big reveals. Yes, and agreed on X-Men 97 Season 2. I've gotten to see a couple episodes ahead.
I'm not ahead. I'm just watching week to week.
And I won't spoil anything, but the show is good. The show remains good for however many episodes
I'll say this much, and again, in case people haven't had time to watch this week's episode yet, I won't spoil anything. Something X-Men 97 is doing so well is it's making these emotional moments hit as hard in this very campy, kind of over-the-top cartoon. They're making it hit so earnestly. Wolverine's betrayal of Morph, Charles's sense of grief over Magneto. They're giving these moments such genuine heft, and it's really earned while also getting the insane superhero stuff.
Yes, and great fight sequences and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love the danger fight in the most recent episode.
Great, we got another super chat coming through. Ryan Snowden 1. I want to see Topher Grace return as Venom. What do you think is more likely? And both of these might be 0.0001% likelihood. Topher Grace Venom or Tom Hardy Venom showing up in either of these films? Doomsday or Secret Wars.
I think Sony knows what a good thing they have with Spider-Man and his associated properties. And there's also a lot of weird behind-the-scenes legalese. That's why you can't get Kingpin in a movie. It's why Hulk always has to be part of a team-up movie, can't be part of a solo movie. There's all this sort of stuff that I'm not privy to and don't know. I don't think we're going to get Venom back for a beat. I think they've got to rest that. I think the
especially if the plan is to end Secret Wars.
Yes.
With a black-suited Peter Parker,
yes.
Right? They definitely want to save that.
Yeah, so I don't think we're going to get Venom back anytime soon, which is a bummer because part of my childhood Marvel upbringing was Maximum Carnage, where you got to play as Venom, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get him back anytime soon. Spawn, bring Spawn into the MCU. That's my pitch.
Oh, Bold.
Bold.
I do think like a Topher appearance would be interesting, though I think like Tom Hardy, both for recency and for like, he's kind of canonically already connected to the MCU
Yeah.
because of the post-credit scene
One.
from Venom 2 into
Well, maybe
No
that's
Way
like
Home.
a Deadpool 4
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a
a
good
great
match.
call. That's a great
All
call.
of our dumbass, goofball, dirty-mouthed heroes go off and have a
Yeah.
side quest. I like that. Yeah. And I mean all those terms lovingly. Dumbass, goofball, dirty mouth.
Yes.
Those
Yes,
are all
yes,
good
yes.
things. Another super chat coming through. Joseph Peters sent a pew. Joseph Peters.
100. Boom.
White Chocolate Gaming. Love that name. Has anyone thought the reason Love is sick is because the universe is dying due to the incursions? That's why Thor gets involved. And of course, this is Love, though you didn't capitalize it, White Chocolate Gaming. This is Love, Thor's
child.
adopted daughter, not the feelings that we all feel.
I do like to read this. Like, has
Love
anyone thought
also-
that love is sick? Like, this is someone who's in a new relationship.
Love is sick, passion is dope.
sick.
Yeah.
Sympathy is
Romance is
based.
hella cool.
Yeah. I like that idea. So, one of the big speculations around the plot of Doomsday is like kids, right?
Yeah.
Doom might be stealing kids, might be gathering.
Kind of like a Pied Piper, a Hamlin
Yeah,
type
the
thing.
younger generation of all these heroes that could include Love. We see, one of the few bits of information we get in the Doomsday trailer, Thor is like kind of in main antagonist role. He's pissed. He's super serious.
Yeah.
Something is making him that way. Messing with his adopted daughter, who is Chris Hemsworth's real life daughter. That could be a good way to get there.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that the Russos like to be very cheeky with their marketing, which is not, I don't love. But I do think one of the things they said when the Avatar promos were coming out in December, January, whenever that was, is that all four of these things are not just isolated scenes; they're telling part of a story, right? And we had Steve holding the baby, Thor with sitting at his daughter's bedside. I don't remember. I think the Wakanda one was just them meeting the Fantastic Four, right? Like
just Ben.
Yes.
just Ben. Yes, Ben from Queens. And then God, I'm blanking on. And then the X-Men one was Cyclops. We think could be mad about baby Cyclops. We know obviously the end of Fantastic Four had Doom and Franklin. It really does seem like there's some kind of like Roald Dahl the Witches-esque, like I'm taking your kids and putting them into the paintings kind of thing.
F
going
them
on.
kids, as people are known to say.
F them kids.
Okay, we're getting a little backed up on super chats. Let's get through a couple here. Brian, happy San Diego Comic Con, everyone. This is from our good friend Christian Unpronounceable. Speaking of Canadians, please remember to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't. Bless you.
All right, hang on.
Christian.
We got to do a currency conversion. What do we think is stronger right now, the Canadian loonie or the pound?
The pound.
The pound.
The pound is by a significant margin, I believe.
Oh boy, Christian, I'm so sorry to tell you they are right.
I remember, speaking of comic books and Canadian currency, I remember, you'd buy comic books back in the day and it would always say like, $1 or $1.25 up in the corner. And then there'd be CA and it'd be like a higher number for Canadians. Okay, next super chat. Joseph Peters, gold coin.
do we have a-
we don't. Blink. Okay. Omalore sending in a super chat. If Wong, Captain Marvel, and Bruce are not in Doomsday, who introduces Shang-Chi to the gang?
No way Wong's not in Doomsday. Wong is in everything.
Benedict Wong has to be in everything.
Maybe Aquafina introduces them.
Katie,
Yeah.
Shows up.
but she doesn't know them. I think he's saying so. Wong, Captain Marvel, and Bruce were in the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi, right? So they know who Shang-Chi is. As far as we know, no other Marvel characters know who Shang-Chi is.
I feel like they're mutuals.
Yeah, I think Shang-Chi parks Scott Lang's car.
That's
at a
right,
nice
San
restaurant or
Francisco.
something. Yeah.
I mean, also through Slattery, who's Ben Kingsley's.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Right, so that might be a connection to Tony and Pepper Potts and
Yeah.
Happy Hogan. I don't know. Anyways, but I like where your head's at. They'll also yada yada that and just be like, this guy with the 10 rings.
Yeah.
Next super chat coming through. Soy Solo Dolo. Any updates on Mondo? New Michelangelo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure becoming available for sale. Love the channel. Got to be honest, Soy Solo Dolo, we are not covering closely the figurine
Every once
collectible
in a while,
market.
I am on a mailing list for Big Bad Toy Store, bbts.com. If you know, you know. They have great toys, but my thing is I can't afford any of them.
Yeah.
And even if I could, I don't have space to put, like, they have a Jeff Goldblum Jurassic Park shirtless maquette that's like huge. It would take up like this whole desk, and it's like $800. I can't afford it. I did get a really good Ghoul maquette from Fallout. That was a
nice.
good purchase.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
happy with that one.
So unfortunately, we don't have an update for you there, but we appreciate the loving of the channel. Next super chat, Joseph Peters, GG.
Gigi, she's at home right now.
Oh, the dog.
I did get a picture of her since the stream started. She's at home right now, just chilling out on my wife's couch.
Not Smoothie, Coleman Domingo is the next Kang. Mic drop.
I mean, Coleman Domingo can do no wrong.
That's right.
I thought Disclosure Day was pretty boring. Coleman Domingo was great.
I agreed on both points. I saw he's writing and starring in a movie.
Tiana, the Princess.
Yes,
Oh,
the
yes, that's right.
live
yeah.
action Princess and the Frog.
It's
Tiana.
not a reboot. It's allegedly a spin-off.
It's about her, like, before she meets the prince, right? Isn't that the...
No, I just heard. I think it was just spin-off.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm assuming is because they don't want to do voodoo.
I mean, though, man, Keith David's character in that movie is
So good.
is awesome, and his
Yeah.
song is really fun.
While we're talking
I got
Keith
friends on the other
David-
side. It's great.
While we're talking Keith David, I'm going to do a shameless plug. There is a show coming out that doesn't need me to plug it called President Curtis, where Keith David plays President Curtis. First episode premieres after Rick and Morty this coming Sunday or Monday, I think. I've seen the first 2 episodes. It's great. Go watch it.
Check it out. Okay, next super chat. 27. With Kevin Feige hinting at a soft reset, do you think they will abandon cinematic universes and focus on self-contained, director-driven stories? I also got to say, 27. The denomination of your,
Qatar?
I think that is that like a Qatari Rial or something like that? I don't know. We'll Google it. But love to see folks from other countries jumping in the chat. I think that's an interesting thing. I think they're going to keep.
It's like less than $5.
Okay. Yes. I mean, no judgment on that.
You don't get
We're
on
just
the
saying
whiteboard.
what country
but we
was it?
appreciate
Oh,
it.
sorry. I don't know.
Oh, you don't get it.
Qatar.
Yeah. It's kind of the only,
Qatari Royale.
oh, I guessed correctly. I think you're onto something. I think it's always going to be a mix of both, right? I think they're
Yeah.
smart to have, like, you need something like Thunderbolts to be able to stand on its own. And then maybe just on a post-credit scene, you try to tag it onto a bigger story. But the value of having a shared universe is it needs to build to crossover events. You need to
Yeah.
have heroes be able to show up in other people's projects. But I agree, they have to focus on nice, strong, self-contained stories. Totally agree. And director-driven is interesting too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next super chat. Our friend Diane Tinker Hurst. How about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in either Doomsday and or Secret Wars, especially Coulson and Quake? Coulson is an original Avenger after all. I think Coulson, maybe. Any other Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., no.
Yeah, I think, but also at this point, it's like not Coulson, right? It's like Coulson's like body decanted into like some weird like medical android or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we
It
saw.
could still be Clark Gregg.
Yeah.
I love Clark Gregg, so yeah, that's great.
But I think also every year, I know there are like passionate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans out there, including people that work at Rockstars like Gina Ippolito, that want some kind of validation of those characters. But every year that goes by, it's less meaningful.
less.
Also, like, would you love for a character you love to pop up in a movie and 99% of the people in the theater you're watching it with go, who? Right? Does that feel redeeming for
I
you?
feel like it has to be the level of like the Jarvis and Endgame, where it's like it doesn't ruin the moment, but if you
Yes.
are an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
fan, like
if you know, you know.
if you know, you
Yeah.
know, but it doesn't have you don't have to whisper
That's a great point.
to the person next to you like, oh, they're an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes, that's a
Yes.
great point.
Yeah.
Okay, next super chat coming through. Say Frazzle. I think I said that right. Much like how Sadie Sink is being introduced in Spider-Man, presumably as a mutant, in the forthcoming mutant saga, which other Marvel movies do you think will be used to introduce mutants and X-Men? Well, there's a big ass opportunity in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
That's how they could
Yeah.
introduce all of them somehow, right? It'll be interesting. We don't know for sure that Sadie Sink is playing a mutant. There's heavy speculation, and it seems like a lot of evidence pointing that way, but we don't know for sure. But the way she's introduced, right? Like, and if it's also canonized that Peter Parker is a mutant, like how their powers manifest could hint at how other mutants will be revealed.
Yeah.
Right? Was that an element of the snap? Was it something else going on?
Yeah, did Strange's universe warping thing, you know, like, yeah.
But I think we might be past the point of like we'll get one mutant introduced in every Marvel movie for 10 in a row, and then we get the full team. I think they're just going to give us the full team in an X-Men movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We may get glimpses of other individual mutants, but I think the bulk of it will not be teased out the way we did with the Avengers.
Much like with the Fantastic Four. They're just going to boom,
absolutely,
here's a full team, right?
Already
Yeah.
a team.
Yeah.
Okay, next super chat.
This was a minute ago, but I forget what the reference was.
I don't
Oh,
know what
that's
this
the
is.
Odyssey.
Oh, this is the Odyssey, but I don't know why they.
This is
referenced it.
on my
But,
Twitter.
dude,
Every
same.
other tweet is this clip. Of
It's so
Robert
good.
Pattinson saying
It's
this.
so
Dude,
good.
Robert
get these
Pattinson.
Beggars out of
People
here.
talked about.
Beggars out.
He's
You have to
one
say
of
it like
our
him, too.
great working actors right now because, like, on the one hand, he can be Batman, one of the iconic heroes, leading men, but then every other movie he makes, he's like, I want to play the biggest weirdo.
Yes.
I can.
Or a complete dick.
A complete dick, like a true sniveling weasel of a human, like he is in the Odyssey. The character we haven't seen a lot, just a little bit in trailers. He's playing a villain in Dune 3.
Sidley, right?
Yes, that looks insane. Again, he's got some weird makeup action going on. Like to so embrace strange character work while also being this big leading man. I mean, kudos to him.
Also, like, if for me, my turning point with Robert Pattinson was Good Times.
Yes.
The Safdie film that precedes Uncut Gems. Like, if you are a Pattinson fan and have not seen Good Times, do yourself a favor. It's one of his best
I mean,
performances.
Lost City of Z.
Yes, he's
High
great in
Life.
Lost City of Z.
I mean, he's made a bunch of very strange little
Yeah.
scene movies that are really good, and he's really good in them.
Yes,
Okay.
he's great.
We're big Patton stands over here. Next super chat, we got our friend Lewis Cox coming back. Lewis Cox. You're taking the title as the total volume.
I mean, Lewis Cox is the bar to clear for the weekend.
That's right. Okay, this probably won't happen, but if Phil Coulson and Quake could come back in Doomsday or Secret Wars, I'd geek the hell out. I loved Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and wanted Phil back in these two Avengers movies so bad.
Yeah, I mean, Phil's death in Avengers, it hits so hard because we love him so much.
Yeah. Okay, next super chat. Everybody hates Tay. Top 5 list of heroes who you think will die. I'm assuming let's limit this to Doomsday. Real quick, and we can collectively do this. We don't each need our top 5. I mean, Magneto and Charles have to be number 1 and number 2 with a bullet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way they live.
I think
through
Scott
this.
Lane.
Whoa, Abby. Okay, I like that. We got it.
Ant-Man.
I
Well,
like a
the
bold-
only shot is like him like hugging Cassie, and besides when he's just standing, like I just feel like I just
What
feel
about
like
Bucky?
coming.
I think
Bucky.
Bucky's also. I mean, again, when you start taking roles in Batman movies, it might mean your
Yeah,
time in the MCU
and like wasn't
is.
it like this is his last like contracted?
Yes.
Or like
Yes,
he had 10,
which
and
I
this
would
is
you
the
can always
10.
extend a
because it was
contract,
such
but
a
yes.
highlight for me in Thunderbolts, and it did like Thunderbolts felt like, yeah, I want to see 5 more movies with this guy. in
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But I agree that seems likely. Going back to your Scott Lang pick, I thought one of the great failures of Quantumania, and there were multiple failures of Quantumania, was like the marketing for that movie was like, this movie's heavy, characters are gonna die, we're gonna establish how serious Kang is because he's gonna kill some of your known. Nobody dies in Quantumania other than one of the Kang variants or whatever, right? Like it pulled its punches. I wonder if the Russos learned from that.
Well, I mean, if you look at Infinity War and Endgame, like they're not afraid to kill off big characters and
Yeah.
make it matter.
And they can kill off people and still bring them back through multiversal shenanigans.
Yeah.
But okay, so we've got 4. We've got Charles, Magneto.
Maybe a woman because they love to kill women.
I mean, do we clear the decks with Shuri? And, and make room for a new T'Challa? Is that messed up?
I think what happens is she'll get a vaccine
There's actually not that many women.
and then disappear.
There's not that many women confirmed in this movie. You're right. And
Yeah.
it'd be easy to say Mystique. It'd be easy to say Rebecca Romaine. Because again, there's a decent chance all the
I
X-Men
mean,
die.
they need to kill that wig for sure. That
Okay.
was atrocious.
Wow.
Sorry, that's my take. They
Now,
did her
it's-
so
I
dirty.
agree.
It's kind of
I
messed up
agree.
because she's a shapeshifter. She could give herself any haircut she
No,
wants.
true.
and I like the slicked back, like from the.
But you're saying
girl,
Mystique
those-
is making a choice to have this weird, like,
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of,
love it.
Tina Turner Thunderdome look.
Yeah,
I like. Okay, so let's roll with that. That's our 5. We got Charles, Magneto, Scott Lang. Who's our 4th? Oh, Bucky and Mystique. I think
Yeah.
you have to pick some mainline MCU characters. You can't just be killing off people we're reintroducing in the
do we
moment.
think there's like multiple Steve Rogers
I wouldn't be surprised
and
if
one of them died?
Thor dies.
Ooh.
I know, like, Hemsworth has said he's around for as long as the MCU will have him, which makes me think that's not going to happen. But man, if you want to have an emotionally impactful character death, you start your trailers being like, Thor's the one rounding everybody up. He's the one who's the most afraid of Doom. Doom, like, clearly doesn't give a shit about Stormbreaker. Like, I hope it doesn't happen because I really like him.
I
as
hope it doesn't
Thor.
happen as well, but that's a bold take. Okay, next super chat. KDan8107, who's also a channel member. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if we're probably going to get a full casting, a lead cast. The most I would be happy with just a logo or a snippet of the score because they played something similar in Miss Marvel. You know what? I appreciate you, K-Dan. This is a word salad. It feels like text-to-speech gone wrong. I have no idea what you're saying. Also, this might have been from 20 minutes ago where it would
I
have made
feel
more
like
sense in
it's for
context.
the Hall H panel. Is that what
Okay.
you're confused about?
If they only played some score, or you're saying like they play like the Miss
At
Marvel
the end,
motif?
at the end of Ms. Marvel, they play an X-Men score.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
And so I think if they
Oh,
play
okay, so-
something similar to that.
Yeah. Oh, that
would
might be
be-
all that we get. Well, I guess if you're talking about the Comic-Con panel, that would be very disappointing if they just play a little bit of the score and they don't give us any actual casting.
I guess
Yeah.
even just the X-Men logo, you think it'd be disappointing?
Yeah, it's an X.
I mean, if they gave us
That's
the
fair.
logo
That's
and
fair.
they dated the movie.
Yeah.
If they're like July 2028, X-Men: The New Breed or whatever.
Yeah.
Like hell yeah, that's enough for me. I don't need any casting, and I'd still be
Yeah.
hyped. Yeah,
I'd be hyped, yeah. I mean, I'm hyped for an X-Men. I love the X-Men. I'm hyped as is.
that's right.
You know.
That's
Yeah.
right. Christopher Nolan's The X-Men. We don't know what he's doing next. Okay, next super chat. Jared LT78. Remember when we got a Werewolf by Night special presentation and no Blade movie yet? Make that make sense. You know how it makes sense? That Werewolf by Night special presentation cost $42.
Yes.
Giacchino did it for free. The whole thing's black and white, so they didn't even have to pay to color the costumes. That's why it was a very different scale. And sometimes projects just get mired in production hell. you know?
Yeah. It's. I also think like when Werewolf by Night got made, it was a trial balloon for what could have been a whole nother avenue to make Marvel projects.
Yeah.
Blade got caught up in the, hey, is this going to be a movie that we put 200 million into, hoping to get 800 million out? That gets a lot more scrutiny. It just gets caught. in
And
the gears
Blade
a lot
gets
more.
greenlit in a world where it's like we're gonna do 3 Marvel movies a year every year forever.
Yes.
And we don't live in that world anymore, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, next super chat. Nishant J. Oh, with I believe that is an Indian
Those are
rupee
rupees.
denomination super chat coming all the way from India. Cool. Love the stream. Hey, thanks. Any chance you'll check out Ramayana? I know it's not Marvel, but the trailer drops today in Ballroom 20, $500 million film with an Oscar-winning VFX team. It's undermarketed. Well, in the U.S., it's certainly undermarketed. And you know what? I love the Indian film community. They're so passionate
Yes.
about their big hits, right? Like much like the success of RRR was pushed by that. Like the number of people that have reached out to us at New Rockstars about like, you guys should cover Ramayana and stuff like that. Like it's clearly like people who follow those films closely are really passionate and they want more people to enjoy them.
Also, I think it's worth mentioning, like, Bollywood's total output, like the raw number of movies that come out of Bollywood every year is insane. I think it's something like 4-1 the US's output.
Yes.
Like they crank movies out. And so if you're not in tune, like I'm not, it can feel a little bit like, Yeah, there's a massive Bollywood movie coming out. Wasn't there just $1 billion Bollywood movie a week ago? You know, like they put out so much stuff, and it all looks fascinating, but I don't know where to get started.
Yes,
So maybe I'll check the Ramayana
I
stream
think,
out.
like,
Yeah.
it also, to be fair, you know, New Rockstars operates downstream of pop culture, not upstream. We are not tastemakers, unfortunately. So, like, us covering Ramayana will not make Ramayana any more popular. We kind of have to wait until it gets really popular in the US and then we cover it. So, like, I appreciate your boosterism, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if the demand from our audience is great enough. Okay, next super chat. Mad Matt 904. Is that 904 as in Duval? Berg, what is your next dream hero to have an Insomniac game?
I mean, I'll tell you this, like, I think Insomniac makes really great games. I think they have a nice level of open world to them, like where there's exploration to do and tchotchkes to collect, but it's not like, we're not getting like Skyrim level with it. I'll say this. I love Star Wars. It's been a minute since I've played a really satisfying Star Wars game. I know that a lot of people like the Jedi Survivor games and the Outlaws. It wasn't for me. I would love to see a Insomniac do a Yoda game. Show me the stuff. Show me the stuff that made Yoda a legend in an Insomniac game. I'm there day one.
Yeah, that's a fun pick. I didn't think that's where you were gonna go, but that's a
Neither
really
did
good
I.
pick.
I started talking, and then
Good.
that's where I
that
wound
little
up.
green bastard flying around, man.
Because
that'd be
remember, like at
badass.
the end of what's this episode 2, Attack of the Clones, where he fights Count Dooku?
Yeah.
And you're like, this is why everybody reveres Yoda.
Young Yoda,
Yeah.
and it also could be set like 700 years BBY or whatever.
Like, this
'cause
ain't
he's-
your daddy's Yoda. This is a Yoda who fucks.
Yeah,
You know,
oh,
like
hell
I would
yeah.
play that game. I would play that game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, next super chat. Chili. Oh, we got a new gift. Our friend Christian Unpronounceable. Do you guys and gal think Feige announces a surprise movie between Doomsday and Secret Wars? I think from a practical point of view, unfortunately, no. Because I don't think they can get anything out in 2027 that isn't already in production.
They're not confident like that anymore.
Well, I just think there's not enough time. That means something we have to start shooting like tomorrow.
Or already be in production. It's been under wraps.
I have a theory that Secret Wars is going to get pushed back even farther.
Don't say those words,
I'm
Abby.
just like, when are they going to film it?
They're already
I think
filming
they are
it.
filming it.
Maybe they already filmed it while they were filming
Yeah, I
Doomsday.
think they did like a.
I feel like that's fake.
You don't think so?
No.
I think I
Like, I feel like all the leaks were like, that we saw, it felt like they were filming Doomsday for like a month, and everything that has been leaked, we've almost seen in the trailer for Doomsday.
because it's all like it's RDJ in his home studio, like VO booth, you know, recording all his lines. I
Well,
don't know.
I don't know. I think I'm operating off like the leaked concept art, and I'm just like,
Yes.
okay, where is Chris Pratt? He doesn't appear to be in London. He's on his Instagram hanging out with his kids a lot. That's what I see.
I hear you on that. I'm not trying to wish that in the world, only because with the Batman 2 getting pushed to 2028, 2027 is a little bare right now. We have Secret Wars at the end of the year, which will be big. We have Beyond the Spider-Verse in the middle of the year. And then we have Superman Man of Tomorrow. But that's kind of it next year.
Yeah.
We just have 3 kind of superhero-y things. And even like the TV slate is a little lighter. We'll get another Daredevil Born Again.
Wonder Man.
Maybe? Well, has Wonder Man Season 2 has not been confirmed.
Yeah.
It has?
Yeah.
Really?
Weird.
Yeah.
Do you guys work
Oh,
there?
you
Yeah.
Abby?
Sorry.
That level of sass. No, you're right. We got
remember it got
the
the
script.
script.
The script. But we don't know when we don't know if it's in production yet.
I thought
or-
it was like starting when they
Okay.
announced.
Well, we
That
got that
might
kind
be
of
fake.
announcement. Yeah, so anyways, I don't want anything to get pushed out of 27 into 28 because I feel like we don't have enough 27 right now as it is. But unfortunately, I don't think they can squeeze any more in. I think there's just not enough time. Next super chat. Maffy P. Everyone always asks who should be in the new X-Men, but who would you want to see in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants? I want to see Juggernaut and Toad.
I mean, I think we haven't. I know that Juggernaut was Vinnie Jones technically did it. And, you know,
I'm Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, like you know, I can't remember if there was a Juggernaut in any of like the more recent Fox.
Well, they're in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
That's right.
There
yeah,
was a
yeah.
fully CGI Juggernaut.
Yes. Yeah. I would love to see a full on like hey, he's got the Jewel of Sidorak or whatever, you know, like I want to see a full-on mystical
Well,
Juggernaut
and
still.
like, you know, canonically, he's Charles's stepbrother.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of fun if they played into that. Yeah, you know, Toad, I thought we got a pretty good Ray Park Toad
Yeah,
across
I liked
those
Toad, yeah.
Bryan Singer X-Men movies. So maybe, I don't know about that. I agree, like a better Juggernaut. You know, this might be a controversial pick, but a good Blob. It's an OG X-Men villain.
Yeah.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, there was a not good Blob, but like, if you could do a good version of that wasn't just fat jokes and like
X-Men Origins Wolverine also had a not good Deadpool.
That's
We
right.
bounced back from
They
that.
fixed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. I wouldn't doubt if like they elevate somebody. I mean, we already got it in First Class, but like a good Emma Frost.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Good Emma
Actually,
Frost.
I thought January Jones was decent casting, but I think just that didn't
The
really-
performance and
Yeah,
like
she's
the
a little
portrayal,
wooden.
not
Yeah.
that great. Yeah, but she's such a great character. I would like to see that. Okay, next super chat. Jared LT, who would win in a dance-off? Deadpool, Peter Quill, or Peter Parker from Sam Raimi's
Now,
Spider-Man 3?
This is, you're smartly avoiding Tom Holland, who's currently doing a Fred Astaire movie and demanding that all the dance scenes be oneers.
I mean,
Because
yeah,
that would be
professional Broadway-level dancer Tom Holland would clean the floor with these goons.
But given what we have, I would say Peter Quill from those three.
I would say Deadpool.
You think Deadpool?
That opening.
Well, also, Deadpool has the big advantage of he can be fully masked and they can get in a stuntman who can
Yeah,
dance, you know what I mean?
and that's what they did.
Yes.
That guy like came out and was like, "Oh, I was the dancer."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess technically you could do that with a Peter Parker too. You could do that. But yeah, we want to see this,
Yeah.
you know, emo Peter do this dance. I like where your head's at, Jared. Next super chat. Arthur Dennis, our friend Arthur Dennis, who's a channel member. If Yelena's in Spider-Man, could it be Mystique?
I mean,
don't
that's
like
the fun thing about having a Mystique in the wings is that the Mystique can be anywhere, you know?
I hate the whole like half of them have been a scroll in this phase
Yes.
thing, and she hasn't met Mystique yet.
Yes,
Potentially.
and this is going off of Arthur is going off of there's a widely circulated rumor that Yelena shows up in Brand New Day, that her and Peter Parker have a scene together. Kind of more just a cameo. I don't think she's
They
playing
may
a
or
big
may
role,
not
but
be naked.
there might be is it like in a hot tub or a bathhouse
I
or
think
something like that?
I think maybe like they run into each other, like they live in a building.
Oh,
in the same
okay.
building?
Shared bathroom, one of those kind of New
Yeah,
York
it's like one of those
apartments?
New York apartments where everybody has to use the same sauna.
And even though Yelena is
I don't
like
know why I
an
knew
assassin
that.
for hire who might have millions of dollars, she's like has to do a shared bathroom situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it, but I agree that like you can't go to that shapeshifter well too much.
You know, it has to be, it can't be substance, it's got to be spice. And I think that was kind of where Secret Invasion fell apart, was they really leaned hard into, oh yeah, Rhodey's been a Skrull since like
Yes.
Iron Man 2. And you're like, what? You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to recap here. So again, we are broadcasting live from New Rockstars HQ. Our hosts, Erik Voss and Jessica Clemons, are in San Diego at Comic Con. They're attending some smaller panels today. They both went to a panel with Michael Giacchino, where they talked about composing music for Spider-Man Brand New Day and Vision Quest. They attended a panel for the Wolverine Insomniac game. Jessica attended a Robert Kirkman panel where he talked mostly about comics, but he also mentioned in the next season of Invincible and some other things like that. They're going to an activation for the Wolverine game in a little bit. There's a director's panel. There's a Brad Bird panel that I think they're going to try to attend, where he's probably going to talk about Ray Gun. All those kinds of things happening today. The bigger panels are later in the week at Comic-Con. Tomorrow, there's a really big Lanterns panel at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. We will be covering that live here starting at 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. We will be live streaming on the New Rockstars channel. We'll be covering that Lanterns panel in real time while Erik and Jessica are messaging from the room.
Now,
Is there a DC Studios panel?
There's not. James Gunn is not going to be in San Diego. So this Lanterns panel is kind of the most we're going to get DC, we think.
Now, I will say, if you are wishing to bring some of the nerd energy from Comic-Con into your wardrobe, you can do no better than nerdriot.shop. And to prove what a key to nerdery a nerdriot.shop outfit is, Brian, can we pull up the image? This is from Comic-Con earlier today. Erik ran into a guy named Johnny wearing a Nerd Riot shirt, and they got a selfie. Look how happy Johnny is.
I have that shirt.
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
really comfy.
Nice, the new Avengers one, yeah.
So if you are looking to support the channel, or you just want to nerd up your wardrobe a little bit, head to nerdriot.shop. They got tees. We got drinkware. You can't. I chose the worst one to have on camera because it was the cleanest one I could find. But we got this Xavier Institute mug that I was sipping cold brew out of for a while there.
You know, I'm drinking out of my favorite mug, the Does He Know meme mug. I wonder, this is like, the Does He Know meme broke containment, and it is an internet-wide phenomenon. It shows up in comment sections and Reddit threads and whatever all the time. I wonder how many people that use it even know that it was a new Rockstars editor that created this thumbnail that launched this meme.
Is that a Joshua original?
It might have been. I don't know. That might have been a Devin, or it was back in the
Yeah, it was
day. It
back
was
in the
many years
day.
ago. I should find out which actual editor actually made this. But this is a new Rockstars original. You can grab this at nerdriot.shop. And if you own a Nerd Riot product, you order one today, you get it in a few days or whatever. If you want, tag us on the social.
Tag us on socials.
Tag us on Instagram or wherever, and we'll try to see that, and we'll probably show you in a future video
Yeah.
if that's the kind of thing you'd like.
We will.
We will.
We will.
we go.
We
We
see
will.
it.
And then the culmination of this week at San Diego Comic Con, there's a Marvel Hall H panel on Saturday that is at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. We are going to probably start. When are we starting that coverage, Brian?
For Sunday,
Yeah,
I believe.
Saturday.
Or Saturday. I believe it's 4 o'clock.
So at 4 p.m. Pacific, we're going to start streaming. We're going to be covering that in real time as Erik and Jessica are messaging us what they're seeing in the room. It's not going to be live streamed or broadcast anywhere. Come here to New Rockstars, and we'll be reporting as it happens. That's going to be a lot of fun. We did that 2 years ago when RDJ revealed himself as Doom, a moment that broke the internet and proved that Gina is right. So come back then, and we'll also every day we'll be recapping. We'll be doing some fun bits. We'll be showing all the trailers and images and things like that are coming out of San Diego Comic Con. Thank you all for watching. We're not done. I didn't mean for that to sound like a
No,
wrap up.
we're still going. We got super chats.
yes.
We got plenty of stuff to go through
I've
still.
heard we have a lot of gifts coming up.
Oh, let's see it. All right, Zach, get your
I
dad
don't know if
energy
it's
ready.
next. I just know.
All right, Uncle Alert, here we go.
You know what? I'll be honest. I think the thing I have has been like slightly glitching. So I don't know if these are gifts we've already been sent that like glitched out.
I think we just have that many gifts.
We'll just double up. That's
we'll
okay.
double it up.
I don't mind
Do a
rehashing
couple
some.
mic
And
drops.
I'll
Alright.
try to do them.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Ready? 100.
I like that you guys made this.
6, 7. Six, 7.
I don't like how quiet it is.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Okay. Blink. Ooh, sparkles.
Uncle Alert.
Uncle Alert. Uncle Alert.
Oh my god.
Loot box.
Quack. Dunk. 100.
I do feel like I'm on TikTok.
That's exactly. This is the
All right,
experience.
what was GG?
Your dog?
True.
Ah.
GG
GG
keys.
keys.
I don't even know.
I don't like that one.
MVP.
And I think it repeats itself, so I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Hopefully we got down to like 0 concurrence by doing all of that.
Yeah.
Really everybody tuned out.
now, I would like to ask a studio question, not a stream question. Can we turn on the AC
Yeah,
for a little bit?
okay,
It's
so-
I
getting
am
schwitzy
sweating
in
through
here.
this chair.
I've drunken. I had 2 mugs worth of beverage that
I'm
I've
gonna have to,
consumed.
like, wipe this chair
So our
down.
taskmaster Brian insists we not have the air conditioner on while streaming. So slowly this room
Can
has.
you hear it?
Yeah.
We'll be able to hear it, but it's fine.
Now, Brian's on-air persona is easygoing, affable, and lovable, but when the cameras are off, he hits us. He screams rude names at us. It's true. You know it.
This is like
You know it.
Also,
Brian hurt his hand
this is-
punching my jaw so hard.
This is real canon, and I just want to let you know how we sacrifice for our art here at New Rockstars. We are pretty sure that somewhere in our studio a rat has died. Okay, and every once in a while we get a whiff of an odor that is very similar to what dead animals smell like. So just know that we are currently and have been for several hours sitting in a room that was unair conditioned
With
and
a
maybe
rat.
had a dead animal.
Maybe
in
a
it.
dead rat.
That's
It's
how
tough.
much we love you guys, and we
It's
want
tough
to
out
bring
here.
you
It
this
is,
content.
and we are in the middle of a heat wave here in Southern California.
And Berg and I, who are both in our 40s,
Yeah.
just did a bunch of real life
this is as much calisthenics as you can do at our age.
NPC
Yeah.
bits for you. Okay.
I also want to say that my lack of doing the gifts does not mean I don't appreciate people giving the gifts.
What
You're-
does it mean, Abby?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do that. I just didn't want to.
Your energy when we have to do all the giftings is my daughter's energy when I'm at the mall going, Lila, I found dicks. It's up the escalator because the sporting goods place.
Yeah,
You know, like, I
yeah.
found
Right,
dicks.
right.
You yell
No.
dicks at a mall with a tween, they hate it.
I just don't like the TikTok lives where it's like the girls are like, you know what I'm
Real
talking
life
about, Brian?
NPCs or
Yeah.
whatever it's
They-
called.
Yeah.
that brings the money. That brings the
Yeah.
money.
Yep.
All right, we still got a lot more
Okay.
super chats to go
Let's
through.
get through some more super chats here. I'm sure folks got some good stuff. Prediction for Hull H. Update on the Nova movie.
Now,
okay.
that's a series, isn't it?
Well, so there's been speculation and
Oh,
rumors
right,
out
but
there that it
Waldron's
is
on it.
pivoted from being a series, a long in development series, into being a theatrical film. Maybe we get a confirmation on
Yeah.
that one way or the other. We do know Michael
Yeah.
Waldron is working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he is somebody who has done both, famously done Marvel TV, seasons of Loki, but has also worked on films.
He did Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Him and Jeff Loveness were plotting out the future of the Kang storyline before.
And
that
supposedly,
fell
I think
apart.
he did a pass on Doomsday. I don't know if that's
I wouldn't
the
be
current
surprised.
pass or...
So Waldron was a writer on Rick and Morty. I think he started as like a writer's assistant on Community, but he was a writer on Rick and Morty. Got poached by Marvel in the Disney Plus era. Very quickly earned a reputation as the franchise whisperer. Worked not only on a bunch of like high-level Marvel conversations about like not just individual films, but the shape of the MCU. Was also pulled into high-level conversations on Star Wars. I think he did a lot less over there. But so having Waldron working on the Nova movie is as much a sign of faith from Marvel Studios behind the camera as bringing back the Russos. You know, like
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness was very profitable for Marvel. They really loved Waldron, so having him come back is a sign of faith.
Next super chat. Dr. Kaiju. Hello from Minneapolis. Hello right back at you, Dr. Kaiju. Would you be for or against if Marvel uses the Infinity Snaps as the reason why there are mutants on Earth 616, that the snap activates the X gene? I like that idea. Now, I do think, like, it's a little late for that. We've had, like, 6 movies since Endgame and Infinity War. Like,
Yeah.
why has it not been mentioned until now? But I like that.
I don't hate it. I would prefer something like I think part of what has made X-Men stay relevant for so long is there has always been a way in which the X-Men were, a metaphor for civil rights or for like, sort of the broader dangers. Having them be the product of what is essentially a wish would feel a little bit unsatisfying to me. I think in Wonder Man, when we saw Doorman get like warped into Doorman by Roxxon Corp, having Roxxon, who's been around since the Iron Man movies, at least in the background, having them be like some kind of like forever chemical, now it's triggering all these X genes, would feel to me a more satisfying and ties better into like the story of evolution and survival of the fittest that sticks with the X-Men.
I think it could
but
also
I don't
just be
know.
like one of these incursions sends
Yeah,
out a
like-
thing. I think also like, yeah, what if to really make it like grounded in 2026 and feel like fresh and current, it's just microplastics.
Yes, truly.
That's what makes you a mutant. I don't know, but I think like that could be something. Maybe we get that in Doomsday or Secret Wars. They say how. these X-Men
I
are
think we'll
coming
see
in
the seeds of
Yeah.
the justification there.
Next super chat. Cody McCamey just watched Erik Voss's video theorizing that Loki maybe is impersonating Cap when meeting Thor in Doomsday trailer. So that moment when Thor says it can't be, and
You know, we haven't watched the Doomsday trailer. Do we pull it up now and watch it, and then everyone in the chat can judge for themselves?
well, yeah, maybe in a moment here, yeah. Meeting Thor in the Doomsday trailer. Hear me out. What if that's not our Thor, but Thor from a different universe and time? So you're saying everybody's focused on what's up with Cap, but you're saying what's up
Saying
with
it could be
Thor?
a different Thor.
I think that my take on the whole Cap thing at the end is that people just can't. They don't like how Chris Evans looks.
I think
they're
they don't
just
like his
They're just
haircut.
uncomfortable with his glow down, and so they're like, oh, he has to be evil, and it's like, no, he just grew it out in a bad way.
I was talking about this with Brian the other day on the break room. Watch Tuesdays at 9 a.m. You know, I think part of what's going on with the Doomsday trailer is because it took so long to release, it really started a lot of theory farming, which we love,
Yeah.
but a lot of it is not really attached to any of the actual what's shown in the trailer. It's attached to this other stuff. So, you know, there's this in the live stream the other day, like, you know, well, is this Thor from the end of Ragnarok because his hair is short? It's like, nope. Thor cut his hair. That's, you know, that's the more parsimonious
Yeah.
explanation. So I think it's just Cap's hair is long. I don't think it's evil Cap.
No, I mean Thor stopped dyeing his eyebrows after the first movie,
And thank
so-
goodness.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
no one was like, oh, he's evil now.
Yeah, Wanda just doesn't have a
Her hair has
Sokovian
changed so
accent
much.
anymore.
Also,
You know, like
Yeah.
whatever universe Cap went to, or whatever timeline he's in, or whatever, they do have Botox there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably have hair transplants. They've got a lot going on in that universe.
He's got
Yeah.
turkey teeth. You know, he went and got the turkey teeth taken care of.
Turkey hair.
Yeah. And more power to them. Everybody's allowed to do whatever they want. Okay, but yeah. Maybe we'll come back to the Doomsday trailer.
Yeah, we got a ton of
I think we
super
got to
chats
get
to
through
get
more super chats. We got Nexus 7342. We are coming to shake the world. Jai Shri Ram Ramayana to the world.
Oh yeah, I love that
Okay.
the Ramayama stands are showing up.
Ramayana
I'm gonna have
stands.
to go watch this trailer.
Ruben Mendoza, will there be a new trailer release for Doomsday at San Diego Comic Con? Well, let's, as a hype moment for Saturday's Marvel panel, right? People are saying an interesting move to release the trailers to the public on Monday of the week in which you're going to have a big panel on Saturday. Some people are saying that's because they've got bigger bombs to drop on Saturday.
Yeah.
And like they were going to release that video or the trailer to the public at some point anyways. Many have argued it should have been months ago. But there are things they like to do at Hall H. They like to do in-person stuff that melts the minds of the people in the room, right? A big musical, live music sequence for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Flying in the Fantastic Car
Yeah.
for
yes.
Fantastic Four, right? Like the Downey revealing the mask. They want to do something, an in-person cool thing that is not just playing a video. There might be some footage that gets shown or
sure,
something
yeah.
like that. So like, I don't think there's going to be another trailer this soon after the last trailer, but something big and something about Doomsday is going to happen at that Hall H
I mean,
panel.
the year that they did the Fantastic Car, was that the same year they had the drones as Galactus coming up over
Outside
the
at
skyline?
night, yes.
You know, so and oh no, never mind. And Disney, which you know, separate from Marvel, but also Marvel, like did Flynn's Arcade the year that you know Tron was coming out or whatever. Like, so to Zach's point, like they love these kind of, hey, if you're physically there, this is great, and then there will be a little treat for you online. You know,
Yeah.
whether that's like a hype video they cut together, or a couple good like quotes from interviews and that sort of thing. I think something we could see, since they're clearly like foregrounding these Latvian witches, is similar to how we had like the chorus singing Doom. We might get some like in person, like, you know, witch magic, like, you know, kind of Waterworld special effects show stuff going on.
Somebody throws a smoke bomb, maybe.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I
Poof.
think a little laser light show or something, some Pink
Yes.
Floyd, everybody's kicking back,
Hell
having
yeah.
beers, you know, I think it would be great.
Okay, next super chat. Mabibity. Berg, you're the man. Thanks for reading my question on Monday Mailbag. Zach, I love having you back when we get the chance. Love being back. Abby, thanks for all your hard work and awesome edits. We all know you're the real rock star. That's correct.
Now, to the Abby point, you all don't appreciate how much of a rock star Abby is. Abby, you have no idea how many times a week I send Abby messages being like, this is going to ruin your day, but I
And
have
it
to ask
does.
you to do something.
And it does.
And she puts up with it.
Also,
Yeah.
we should say, like, Berg and I, we're all soft skills, okay? The kind of the level of charm and presentationality that you're seeing right now, that's all I bring to the table. I have no actual skills.
Yeah, no,
in
I
life.
can't do anything.
Abby actually has real skills. She's editing our videos that you see on the channel. She's doing real technical work. Her and our great editing staff, led by that includes Brian Kim, Joshua Hurd, and a number of other folks. That's who's actually making the new Rockstars engine purr. Yes.
Well, thank you guys.
And thank you, Mabibity, for the shout out.
Yes, thank you, Bibbidi. But yeah, big praise to Abby and the rest of the post department. Abby, Brian, the other guy whose name I can't remember. They
just
do a lot
said
of
it.
really
I
good
just
work.
said it, Brian.
I don't know. I try not to listen.
He's never met him.
Yeah, have I? No, I don't know if I have. No, I don't know if I have met Josh in person.
Really?
I don't know.
That was a joke again.
No, maybe.
I thought you had.
He's remote.
He's remote. Yeah, we live in different states.
Wow.
I do. Every time his daughter's on a call, though, I go out of my way to amuse her because
Yeah.
I have too much dad energy.
Our content meeting calls are pretty fun. You guys are missing out. We like to
missing
do
out.
little
That's
faces.
right.
Dial in.
We all become different animals.
There's Google Meet effects getting used. Yeah. Okay, another super chat coming through. Our friend Marvel Pirate. Abby, how pissed were you that Taylor Swift's wedding wasn't live streamed?
I respected that. I respect it. I think it feels like a hot take, but I was happy for her that she got the Madison Square Garden to do what she wanted and people didn't have to take photos.
I mean, she's basically royalty, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course you got Madison Square Garden. That's like the closest thing we have to like a
Yeah.
Coliseum these days, you know?
Because
Like,
then the guests, everyone could come in underground. And you can decorate it however
Could
you
take
want.
the subway to her wedding.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like easy transport. Don't have to worry about parking.
Yeah.
Public library right
Mariska
there.
Hargitay was there. It was great. Okay, next super chat. Chicken Nugget Fireworks. Love your name.
I love your photo.
Yeah, honestly, this icon is great.
Since Doomsday is near and Secret Wars isn't too far off, what are your top 5 MCU movies?
Ooh.
Each want to say 1 or 2?
Oh yeah, I was gonna go through all 5 right away, but yeah.
Well, what's your top 2?
I'd say Civil War. Man, Guardians 2 is right up there, but I don't know if it beats
my
Endgame
God.
for me. Guardian.
We have the same taste.
Really?
That's what I was
Hell
gonna
yeah.
say. Or Avengers.
Yeah, I
Endgame?
mean, yeah, it's
I'd say, like, gun to head, like, if I could only have 2 movies to rewatch or whatever, like, you know what's really high on my list? Thor Ragnarok.
great.
Yeah.
Just
That's a good one.
That's my speed. Now, my least favorite Marvel movie is Love and Thunder. So that tells you a lot of, like, how fast a franchise can drop off. But, I would say probably Endgame and Ragnarok, probably.
I think it's tough if you're gonna do 5. I think it's tough to not include the first Avengers movie. I think it's really easy to skip over Ultron. But first Avengers movie, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, Guardians 2.
You know, the first Iron Man is such a solid
rules.
movie.
Yeah. Or if you're
rules.
feeling like a little bit more like you're an auteur, Winter Soldier.
Sure.
Yeah. Winter Soldier's also great.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this much. I hadn't seen the Cap movie in years. I remember when I watched it when it came out feeling kind of meh about it. I watched it again recently.
cute.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like
Oh,
an
the
Indiana
first
Jones
Avenger?
movie. Yeah.
Okay, next super chat. Film Form Studios. Theory. Thor passes in Doomsday. I assume by pass you mean dead. Or Secret Wars. And Thor 5 is set in Valhalla with Jane Heimdall, Odin, and the original timeline.
I
Loki.
love this theory. I'm
But,
way
like,
into
what
this.
is the central conflict if your whole movie is set in heaven functionally?
There's no stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's defending your life, but with
That's
Thor and
also
the Albert
a
Brooks
lot
role.
of people that don't want to do more movies.
Yeah, I don't know that they're getting Anthony Hopkins, bless his heart, is very old, and I don't know that Natalie Portman's dying to.
I feel like that was crazy that she did come back for Love and Thunder.
Yes, I think she was hoping that movie was going to be better, but you know who will definitely show up because he'll show up for anything? Idris Elba's Heimdall. I think he's.
Yeah.
He showed up
game.
as Heimdall in Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, that's right.
He DJs. I went
right.
into my wife's room while she was working the other day, and it was Idris Elba, like, chilling on a very comfy couch with a house party behind him, just DJing. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, this is great. Good for this guy.
Next super chat. Kenzie Kugler, why is it hard to get Gambit's eye right?
Is it? What's wrong with Gambit's eye?
Are you saying you do not approve of the glow in his eyes?
I think they specifically want like the black eye with the red iris, whereas like
because I think that's something that looks cool in comics and
It
in
doesn't
cartoons,
translate to,
but it's not going to look cool in live action. There's a lot of stuff that
then
just
you
doesn't look
also-
cool in live action.
If it's like a hard contact lens, then you're gonna have like Channing Tatum like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
maybe he can't do cool stunts. I don't know. If you could point to a live action equivalent in some other franchise, do you think like that's a good way to do his eye? I would hear you out, but I don't know that it's possible. Or even if it is possible, it might look goofy as hell. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. Okay, next super chat. Matt 904. Is there going to be a Resident Evil panel? Also, if they don't do Warlock in Mutant movie, I'm going to riot. Well, I think there's not a specific Resident Evil panel, though Zach Kreger is appearing in a director's panel that actually starts in like 25 minutes. There's a director's panel that has multiple directors in it, and I think Zach Kreger is one of them.
Yeah.
So he might talk about Resident Evil, maybe play a clip, something like that.
New trailer looked great, I thought.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first trailer I liked, but it just didn't show very much. And this one, because I remember I heard some interview with Zach Kreger, someone saying that Resident Evil is basically a pizza delivery gone bad. And then the new trailer, he's trying to deliver an organ to Raccoon City General Hospital, and I'm like, great, got all the info I need. He's fumbling around for bullets. Like
Also,
I'm on
an
board.
organ that might have some key element
Yes.
in the plot,
Yes.
right? Yeah, totally. That trailer looks sick. Maybe we'll watch it, Brian. Should we watch it or no?
I'd rather watch Doomsday.
The Doomsday trailer? Should we just throw on the Doomsday trailer,
on the
Brian?
Doomsday
Is this a
trailer.
good time?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. we're
I'm
just
not
gonna-
against Resident Evil. I just
Yeah. No, you're right, Abby. Let's watch the Doomsday
Hey, man,
trailer.
what's your problem?
She hates fun, Berg. She hates fun.
yeah.
Man, we bonded over having the same taste in MCU
Well,
movies, and now this.
I've like people have said like Guardians 2 is like so bad.
What? I'm not. He may be your papa, but he ain't your daddy? That doesn't hit with people?
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, that's
Yondu's arc in that movie.
Dude, it's incredible. Okay.
Okay,
Can
we're
we not
watching the
play it?
Doomsday trailer. Here we go. We're gonna talk all over it so that this video doesn't get copyright
Yeah,
claimed.
we're gonna
So
put on this
if
trailer.
if you're in
and
the chat, like, I wish these guys would shut up. Like, kiss my ass. This video, this trailer's been out for several
That
days.
shot of him like
God.
reacting to the sun is a little.
He looks so old.
Yeah, I know.
Bless his heart.
I heard it's the same Patrick Stewart that was in Logan.
This is
Really?
Dude, I really
guy.
like RDJ's Doom voice.
Yeah,
It
it's
sounds
funny.
Don't like it,
I
or
do
you
like
No,
it.
I
think
like
it's
it
to
too. It's giving a little Schwarzenegger to me, but like it's
Yeah, or like
I
Boris
hope
and
that's
Natasha a
them
little
being
bit.
mad at Cap for being like, what the hell are you doing here?
True.
Yeah.
you selfish asshole.
Yeah.
Not no more.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are those
why are they
Talocons
fighting?
and those Wakandans? They just can't get along for
Yeah.
long, can they?
Real Hatfield McCoy situation.
I do like.
Now,
Oh, and then every James Marsden second in this trailer is so good.
yeah.
Everything that they sacrificed will be for nothing.
I have to watch the TVA card video still. I haven't had a chance to sit down with that.
Oh, and then
I
this
like him with
this,
his hand on the shields.
I mean, the Yelena on Yelena is.
Yeah.
This. If you return.
The 6th time we're gonna see them.
I know. I don't want to see
I
Charles
think this
die
is
again.
Franklin. I know we just made
Yeah.
a video about it.
His hair's too curly to be Sue.
Yeah.
Right? It's gotta be Franklin.
Oh, that shot.
So good.
I mean, that shot. I mean, these action sequences
Yeah, these
look
look great.
good.
Yeah, man, the Russo brothers are truly at home in the MCU, and I'm happy for them to come back.
And then,
I think maybe he's like looking at Loki or something.
Yes. Well, these shots might not be in the
Yeah, they
same
might
scene.
not be
We
in the
never see
same
them in the
scene.
same frame. Okay, we do see them in the same frame. Never mind. Though Loki has never lifted Mjolnir.
Well, I just think like maybe when maybe Steve Rogers or whoever Chris Evans is playing walked up with a Loki and he's like, that's impossible.
Oh, like you think like TVA Loki
Yes.
brought him in.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is obviously the moment where Steve grabs Mjolnir, that's a Steve, right? That's a
Yeah.
worthy Steve. But the moment when Thor says it's not possible, that might not be him reacting to Steve. That might be him
Yeah.
talking
Or
to somebody
there's like
else.
the whole theory that like the beginning of the movie is like Victor Von Doom like is working with everyone and
Yes.
he's like,
Yeah.
I need help.
I mean,
But
that's
then it's like
kind of
plot
classically how it
twist.
is in Fantastic Four, right? Reed and Victor.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's got to be a reason these X-Men are fighting these Avengers, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not just popping off at the drop of a hat. Maybe that I assume everybody watching this has already seen that trailer multiple times. Maybe has watched our breakdown, has watched some of our other theory videos. There's a new one up on the channel as of the last couple hours. We put out a couple in the last few days. Erik kind of going deeper into some of the theories
More to
people
come.
have. What's that?
More to come.
And more to come. He's already shot some that are currently being edited that are going to come out in the next few
Yeah.
days. And Erik, also watch on the new Rockstars social accounts, particularly our Instagram and TikTok account. Erik and Jessica are making some short form videos in San Diego at Comic Con that they're going to post to those accounts that are not necessarily going to make it onto the YouTube account. Just to, like maybe lesser topics, quick observations, things they're seeing in the room, they're going to be posting there. So if you don't already follow New Rockstars on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, whatever your platform of choice is for short form video, follow there. Okay.
Back to Super Chats?
Should we get back to the super chats? Maybe some of them might be reacting to the Doomsday trailer. Jonathan Rancone Bolt, Crew, Hall of Fame. Thoughts on Brightburn movie and revisiting it?
That was the James Gunn produced.
That's like if Superman
Dark
was
Superman.
evil.
Yeah.
I love how out of left field this is, Jonathan Rancone. I feel like you just look for live streams on YouTube and ask all of them about Brightburn.
I do like Brightburn.
Revisiting it, like, as a franchise or as a YouTube channel?
Just
or-
rewatching it, maybe.
Yeah, I remember. I haven't seen it in years,
Yeah.
but I remember enjoying it. So that's my thoughts on it. Okay, next super chat. Our friend Lewis Cox.
Lewis Cox, MVP.
Maybe after Secret Wars, could we get a redo for the Inhumans? I do like them in the comics, but that damn show is not very good. But the costumes were cool. Some very questionable wigs
Yeah.
in that show, in addition to other stuff. Yeah, the Inhumans is an interesting topic.
They're sort of, for me, I don't know if this is like heretical, but I kind of partner them with the Eternals.
Yes.
In a corner of the comics universe where it's
Very
like,
Jack Kirby.
yeah, they're like a little bit more cosmic, a little bit more removed from the day to day. They're kind of isolated and have their own sort of weird thing. I think there are some great Inhumans runs in the comics. There's like a classic one I want to say from like the late 70s, early 80s or something.
Yes, and
a more modern one that's very
Black
good, too.
Bolt, who's an Inhuman, obviously plays a large role in many important comic events, including Secret Wars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Again, the skeptic in me comes back to they're going to keep playing the hits. I don't think they're going to. Also, no offense to people that enjoy the Inhumans, they've never been a top 5 Marvel property.
No,
They are
they-
many degrees beneath
Yeah.
the X-Men, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four in popularity, right? And so it's like it's not like built-in home run IP like those other things are.
Yeah.
Now, the Guardians weren't either.
No.
But they came in a different era.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, a
And
different
it was
level of
good.
goodwill. Yeah, and the Guardians rule.
And they're really good, which I guess, hey, make a good movie and people should enjoy it, right? Next super chat. Maffy P.
MVP.
Sentry is my favorite comic book character, and seeing him in Thunderbolts made me feel whole again. Wow, you felt unwhole before Thunderbolts came out, Maffy P. Is there any deep cut comic book characters that seeing them in theaters would make you feel the same? I mean, this is gonna sound lame, but like only because I think the previous film adaptations were so deeply flawed. I want to see a great Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
enjoyed those
Ghost
comics. I think he has like such great potential as like a darker, cool character. Anyway, that's me.
I don't know.
I mean, I think for me, like the like first 4 phases of the MCU, like really kind of scratched a lot of itches for me, as did the original X-Men stuff. And like once we get past that, I kind of start going into my like Vertigo Max imprint kind of bullshit, where it's like I'd love to see like Hyperion, but we got Homelander, like which is kind of the same character. I would love to see a 100 Bullets movie done well, or Fables done really well, or Ex Machina, or like one of these things, or Unwritten. But I feel spoiled as with the characters I grew up on.
Yeah, in particular, right, like we talked about, Jessica went to a Robert Kirkman panel earlier where he was talking about both like the properties that have been adapted into series like Invincible and Walking Dead, but also he still has like multiple ongoing comic things. I think he's doing a Transformers comic right now and like all that kind of stuff, but there's a lot that's coming out, right? Next super chat, Jared, LT. Remember when Adam Warlock was in Guardians Volume 3 and poof, never be heard again until he appeared in The Bear Season 4 and 5? Will Poulter, where are you? Will Poulter is one of the main working actors in Hollywood. I feel like
he's all over the place.
He's not suffering for work. And I mean, you say like never to be heard from again. Technically, we haven't seen any of the Guardians since Guardians 3. That was not that many movies ago, right?
It's only been a couple years.
When does the Christmas special take place? That's before Guardians 3,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Right before.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, we can still see Adam Warlock. We will, probably.
I think we'll see him with the Hercules and Eros team-up movie.
Yeah, that everybody.
Shade thrown.
There's a lot of Brits.
Yeah.
Throw just a big old sack of Brits at the folks. Next super chat. Jorge DN Official. Hi. Who would you cast Michael Johnston as in MCU?
Well, he's currently voicing young Cable on he's from Obsession. He's currently voicing young Cable on X-Men 97. He's not a particularly imposing physical presence. So if he's going to be on screen as the MCU, you know, he's going to be more on like the Spider-Man than the Thor side of things.
Though again, depending on the look and the age range they go for something like X-Men.
Yeah, true.
Maybe a Cyclops.
Yeah.
Maybe something.
He does kind of look like, I know he voices Cable. He does look like James Marsden.
Yeah, I could see him as like a young Cyclops, young Bobby Drake.
Oh, a Bobby Drake.
Or
that'd be kind of nice.
I guess Banshee came back in First Class.
I mean, he's often portrayed as blonde, but a Warren Worthington, Angel.
Yeah,
you
sure.
know, something like that, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Tony Stark. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's right. Tony Stark.
Hey, little Tony.
Nick Fury. Okay, next super chat. Geek Ledger. Love the
Pretty
name.
solid name.
What are y'all's thoughts on the theory that Doom isn't a Tony variant, but 616 Tony is Doom, who was adopted after Howard and Maria lost their birth child, aka biological Tony, due to Kang's interference?
I'll be honest, it seems like a lot of hoops to jump through.
It also feels like I don't think they're going to retcon all of the existing MCU in that kind of a way. Feels like a heavy lift.
A lot of lift.
I feel like they'll go through for something much simpler. That is a wild and fun theory.
I was just trying to think, like, how would you put that into a screenplay?
Well, yeah, that was what I was going to say is like, you know, a thing that is difficult if you haven't written a screenplay is to know how much every line counts. Like when you are on deadline and they're like, hey, this screenplay has to be below 120 pages, you are just cutting everything. And so a lot of what winds up shaping retroactive justifications and retconning in movies is like, what's the simplest thing to convey? If it takes 3 sentences to explain, it's a lot of time less useful from a structural perspective than something that you can just do, you know, or show even better visually without having to explain it verbally at all.
Yeah, and we don't know, obviously, because we haven't seen the script and we haven't seen Avengers Doomsday.
No,
my hope is their justification for RDJ as Doom is brutally simple.
Yes, I think it has
like
to be.
9 words or whatever, right? In my universe, this is what it's going to be, but like that it is not this complex.
I think it's also got to be something that like, hey, if you have to explain it, and then it's like kind of like an intellectual revelation that you sit on. For a film, that's not as satisfying. In TV, sometimes that really, really works. I think Severance is a great example of like sometimes those like little more cerebral justifications that take a little time to sink in are like really great. But in a movie, you want something on the big screen you can just show, you know, like, and then that's kind of what kicks things off.
Okay, next super chat. MVP from Lord Zed there. Epic rap battles of history: RDJ Doom versus RDJ Iron Man. who would win the rap battle.
Who's Lloyd playing?
Quick tangent. I am real life friends with Lloyd Alquist of Epic Rap Battles. Long before I worked at New Rockstars, but when Epic Rap Battles was already a huge thing, I got to tour their studio because I knew Lloyd. We came up in kind of the improv scene and
I was gonna
parallel
say,
paths.
I was on a Herald team with Lloyd, and the first time I met him, before we were on a team together, I was hanging out at IO West, and this theater had shut down for the night. Lloyd had convinced someone to put on like a beat track, and we were freestyle rapping on stage. He kicked the crap out of me, obviously, but that's who he is through and through. So whoever Lloyd's playing, that's my vote.
Yes, true OGs of the YouTube
Yes,
creator space.
absolutely.
Also, Lloyd Alquist is a great guy. I don't know.
Yeah, just a good dude.
I don't know the rest of the team, but he's awesome. So I didn't answer your question, but
Yeah.
fun
I'll say
tangent.
Doom.
Yeah. Lloyd as Doom.
Bad guys, I feel like fare better than good guys
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes to
yeah.
rap battles, right? Next super chat. Our friend Geek Ledger coming back. Hence the weird moment in Endgame where Tony does the math in his head of his mother being pregnant in that year and Tony's actual age. Sure, I feel like you're having to lay a lot of pipe here to.
Yeah. I think it's too long of a road. Too much shoe leather.
Yes, but yeah. Okay, next super chat.
I did see this.
Matthew
Also saw
9,
this.
how do you feel about Tom Holland being the first guest to puke on Hot Ones? LMAO. I'm just finding this out now. Legend. Bless up.
And he handled it like a champ.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean-
boot and rally or what?
Well, it was kind of towards the end, and then John Barenthal's like, "Is this the first time ever?" And then Sean, is his name Sean?
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, this is the first."
No, there must be other people. Maybe they all hurl immediately
No,
after.
it was specifically the first to puke on set.
Yeah.
Because I
got
think
it.
people have done it like after cameras are done and they like leave to the
Yes.
bathroom. But this is the first.
First
on
off,
set.
the Brits, not known for their spicy food intake, really not known for their seasoning, period. Not that, I mean, he's probably spent more time in the U.S. in the last 10 years than anywhere, but I love that. Tom Holland, all-time junket all-star.
Icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
He even, a clip is going viral today, an interviewer asking him about Jean Grey and how cool she would be in a movie, and he's like, yeah, she would be really cool. She's not in Brand New Day, but I'm like, yeah. That's our guy right
Did
there.
you see that they had Tom Holland and Zendaya, and Jacob? I forget.
Batalon.
Recreate their memes from like previous tours, and they had Tom Holland recreate the CEO of Sex meme. Does anyone?
Love it.
You guys don't know CEO
You don't know
Sex?
CEO of Sex?
Oh my god. Oh
yeah.
my god. You guys.
You
Come
guys gotta catch
Hey,
up.
Come on.
Unk alert. We know. Okay, let's get through a couple more of these super chats here.
Chili.
Chili. Forward, down, forward. Going back to the dance-off. Quill unmasked Deadpool, and it's Kevin Bacon, who Wade hires to stand in. Then we get a callback to the Guardians holiday special. I love where your brain's at. That's a wild choice.
Whose move is forward, down, forward? Brian, you're a fighting games guy. Is that Raiden from
Forward,
Mortal Kombat?
Down, forward.
Right? Is that his teleport punch?
You know what? I wouldn't know.
Forward,
I
down.
wouldn't know, but that sounds right. I believe you.
Next super chat. Jonathan Roncone, Bolt Crew, Hall of Fame. Are any of the original cast members of the Defenders or their individual series expected to show up in Doomsday or Secret Wars? So as of now, no, none of them have been announced. They could, but we're getting some set photos from Daredevil Born Again season 3, which is a de facto Defenders reunion season.
Yeah.
Feels like that's where their energy is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to cross over into Doomsday. Next super chat. House Groove 76. Movie. Resident Evil movie. What if Dude Man isn't delivering an organ, but a T-virus variant? He doesn't know what's in the cooler.
Oh, very
I think
possible.
that's spot
Yeah,
on. I
yeah,
think there's
I think it's a
something
pretty solid
It will be
theory.
revealed. There's something messed up in his cooler for
Yep.
sure. Yes. Next super chat. Clayton Crook. I know we're on the Marvel hype right now, but what do you think of Belmont Camelli as a potential Nightwing
There's
casting in
no
the
way
DCU?
you guys know who that is.
That's
I
correct.
do not know who Belmont
Yeah.
Camel
who's
is.
Belmont?
He is the star of Off Campus.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It is a show on Amazon Prime that is amazing. I had previously talked about it on Sneak Peek that I obsessed with it, finished it in like a day. He's the main guy. He would be a good Nightwing.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a little like, I almost imagine Nightwing a little like skinnier, acrobatic. And he's a little wider than that, but
Okay. Oh, he's in good shape.
Yeah.
He's probably angling for a superhero role for sure when you do a
He's on
postless
his
photo.
way.
He has a very who's Legolas? Why am I blanking on his name?
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, he's got a young
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom energy about him.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed with him.
Okay.
So, and all of Off Campus. So everyone watch it.
Okay.
We'll make Erik break it down.
High likelihood there. Next super chat. Jared LT coming back. Doom looks like Tony because he took his face. Think of the movie Face
Off.
Face Off.
Yeah.
I like
Is that
your-
the meaning of face off?
What?
I've never seen it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Face Off is a term in life, obviously,
No,
but
but like in the movie?
in the movie Face
Yes.
Off, Nicolas Cage and John Travolta
Yes.
take their faces off and switch their
I
faces.
thought that was the movie where it's like John Travolta and then like a black person.
No.
Not true.
I think you're thinking of Soul Man, starring C. Thomas Howell, which is a different.
This is where we have a fun game called Generational Gap
Yeah.
here,
No,
where
I
it is
know-
revealed
I
that
know
Berg and I
Face
are
Off.
much older than Abby.
No, I don't know what movie I'm thinking of.
Travolta.
Yeah, it's if you ever want to watch good schlock action movie,
Well,
like a campy action movie.
Trying
Face
to
Off's
get to
a
the
good
bottom
choice.
of John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson made a movie. I think The Negotiator. Is that what that movie?
No, that's a
But
Kevin
there's one where
Spacey.
they, like,
Samuel.
Oh, that's right.
Or
Yeah.
one where they like switch face or like play brothers or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
Don't know.
yeah, I don't know that one.
We'll never find out. Next super chat here. Brian's nudging us on. Each of you give us your best Christopher Walken impression. This is a real dance monkey dance kind of situation, Marvel Pirate.
I
This
only
is
do that
out of
for
context. There's
$10.
no reason for us to do that. Why would I do such a ridiculous thing?
Oh boy. Okay, this is going to be a deep cut for the old heads, but this is a Christopher Walken impression. Let me see. I need a piece of fabric for a bandana. Yeah. Give me. Okay, right here we go.
Wow.
Trust me, this is going to make sense in a minute.
This is Deer Hunter.
Yeah, we're going to go Deer Hunter.
Dear.
That's it. He's playing Russian roulette,
There we
folks.
go.
Good reference.
There we go.
Good reference. A young Walken.
Young Walken.
Yeah.
Young, beautiful Walken. Okay, next super chat. Marvel Pirate again. Give us your best thriller moves. Marvel Pirate.
I do like it. Just give us the move.
Okay, next super chat.
Marvel Pirate is really doing everything.
And no, we caught up. We caught up.
Okay.
Holy crap.
You know what? This might be a nice place now that we've caught up on super chats. Is there anything else we want to touch on?
I think that we've gotten the big things. There hasn't been a ton of extra news since we started streaming. Really, the Vision Quest reveal has been kind of the biggest news to come out of San Diego Comic Con so far that we've had access to, as has the new Wolverine trailer. But as everybody who's been through Comic Con knows, it's all kind of a ramp up to Saturday. Saturday is going to be the big news day. We're going to be back here starting at 4 p.m. Pacific time, covering everything live, going through super chats, playing games with you guys. We will also be back tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Same time, same place.
Same
Yep.
time, same place. So please return. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. If you gave a super chat, thank you so much. Lewis Cox, MVP for the day. If you feel so inspired, go to nerdriot.shop. Get yourself a Nerd Riot tee. Support the channel. But also, if you're watching, that supports too. Like and subscribe. It helps us a lot with the algorithm. Follow us on Twitter for to-the-moment updates from Comic-Con as we are legally allowed. Follow Erik and Jess on Twitter. They're down there on the ground right now. They will have the most up-to-the-minute stuff.
Thank you, Sarah Hutchdoran. We know. We're working on that bingo
We're working on
board
that
thing.
bingo board.
Something
Thank
like
you,
that.
Sarah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Berg. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Patty. The whole new Rockstars team. We'll see you back tomorrow.
Bye-bye.